Howard Jones making sense of investing. As mentioned, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, clear blue sky, temperature 72 degrees. Wind is from the west at 15 to 20 miles per hour. Our game
I had the opportunity to play in the Corsicana Bowl, which really, that was a great senior class. We started off struggling. We were at one point, Don, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we were 2-3 maybe at one point, and we ended up winning 6 out of our last 7, and ended up going to the Corsicana Bowl. So that was a good reward for those guys. I always say that in our league, in our conference, that it is the most difficult. It's very difficult to get into the playoffs. I mean, it's guys can lose 2 games and not get in, and I don't think that's right, but that's just the way that it is. And in the MIAA, there's such a fine line of losing a game, a mistake here or there, and we just got off to a bad start. But the resiliency of this group, the leadership of this group, we were able to, finish strong. And went and played a good Arkansas Monticello team. We definitely didn't play our best game offensively. Very rarely do you win a game and when you don't convert on third down and have a punt blocked, still win a game. But I thought the Corsicana, when we went there, they put it on well. It was their second year, so they probably got all the kinks worked out from the first year, and it was. And I thought it was important for those seniors to get rewarded. It was our 4th season in a row, I think, of having, a winning season. It culminated, 5 out of the last 7 years being in the postseason in some form, and that's huge steps for a football program here at Emporia State, And the first down, but they're going to give him forward progress to the 35-yard line as Arkansas Monticello does pick up the first down. Like I'm looking at these guys on defense right here, and the majority of them that I just watched in that picture, those guys are still here with us, still playing. Now when you look on offense, you're going to see guys that are, definitely no longer here.
Able to find a receiver kind of just streaking across the middle of the field, and he was able to get just enough for the first. On first down, here's a pass play. They're going deep downfield. The pass is going to be broken up across the way. On the coverage was Brent Davenport. Not sure, couldn't catch who the receiver was. We're up high above the field, and sometimes it's going to be hard to pick out the number. The intended receiver was Jeremy Hampton. That makes it 2nd down and 10 for the Boll Weevils from their own 35-yard line. Running play straight ahead, a gain of only 2 on the carry by Amani Riley as he carries it up to the 37-yard line, and a host of gray jerseys there to make the tackle. At the bottom of that tackle was Parker Bass for Emporia State, making it 3rd down and 8 for the Boll Weevils. I think this is a really good sign for Emporia State. The rest of the game is we really only have 5 or 6 guys in the box right now. So, it's essentially, man on man, and we're still able to get penetration and pretty much shut down the run. Making the offense one-dimensional this early in the game is a really good sign. 3 in triangle formation to the right, single receiver to the left. Sears out of the shotgun, drops back to pass, has some time, sets up. The pass is going to be broken up. Intended in the middle of the field for Devontae Dean and Jace McDown, the sophomore middle linebacker, breaking up the pass, and it brings up 4th down. Emporia State only brought 3 rushers that time on that 3rd and long, and essentially when you have 8 guys to
to match up with 3 or 4 receivers. I mean, it's hard to get something going on the offense or on the offensive side, and especially when you're able to get decent pressure with those 3 guys you're bringing.
Monticello to punt the ball away. Kai Cowens deep to receive the punt. Kick is away. Angled to the near sideline. It takes a bounce, fielded on the bounce by Kai Cowens across the 30 up to the 35-yard line, where he's finally tackled, and Emporia State will get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. No score, 12-13 to play here in the first quarter. Hornet football brought to you by McKenzie Pest Control. Pest free the best it can be. Your authorized firm for the Centricon Colony Elimination System. Call them at 342-4222. Braxton Marstall, the quarterback, the senior out of Emporia High, Harlan Hill Trophy candidate. He'll be joined in the backfield by Landon Nault. 3 wideouts to the right side, single receiver to the left side. That's Tyler Harris. Justin Brown, Denzel Strong, and Jordan Reed. Play action for Braxton. Throws it, crossing slant pattern to the inside to the hash mark. Tyler Harris runs the route, makes the catch for the first down, a gain of 11 to the 46-yard line.
Braxton's got the wind in his back right now, so look for him to take shots downfield.
4-man defensive front for Arkansas Monticello. Braxton takes the snap, gives him all sorts of time, throws it down the hash marks, so the pass is incompleted. Intended receiver is Justin Brown. He was bracketed by 2 defenders. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 for Emporia State from their own 46.
Yeah, Braxton had JB man-to-man, but that one high safety over the top came in late and was the second defender.
Play action for Braxton on 2nd down. He has all sorts of time. Throws it down the far sideline. The pass is just a little bit out of the outstretched reach of Tyler Harris, and the defender fell down and may have clipped the heel of Tyler Harris, but no penalty marker. That brings up 3rd and 10, and Tyler Harris had half a step on the defender.
Yeah, we're seeing early Emporia State's trying to take shots deep, and like I said in the Chalk Talk, Arkansas Monticello has been beat over the top this season, so look for us to continue trying to stretch the field on them.
Braxton on the quarterback option. He's going to dive forward. He will not pick up the first down. He'll only gain a yard, and Emporia State will have to punt the ball away. So he got the first down on the first play, and then they tried to go deep a couple of times and came up empty, and now they have to punt the ball away. 11:31 to play here in the first quarter. No score. Hornet football brought to you by Clint Boyer Autoplex, Emporia's destination for new Toyota, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Dodge pre-owned vehicles and service. Find them online at clintboyerauto.com. Tyler Harris will punt the ball away, stands at his own 32-yard line. Here comes the kick. It's a high kick. The fair catch is called for. It'll take a bounce inside the 1-yard line. And I do mean inside the 1-yard line is where Emporia State's able to down it.
The Orlando Sheets was able to down the punt with literally looked like his heels sniffing the goal line. So this is great field position right now, backing up Monticello deep.
Not very often we've seen Tyler hang one up high like that. Usually it's lone lie, drive, and let it bounce like my golf tee shot half the way down the fairway.
Yeah, that one was more of a lob shot, especially with a 15 to 20 mile an hour wind at his back. Just kind of get it up in the air and let it carry a little bit.
So the Bull Weevils will start this drive 1st and 10 at their own 1 or half-yard line. Cole Sears out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Running play off the left side. Big hole. Down the near sideline goes Amani Riley. He's across the 30, and he gets bumped out of bounds at the 35. That's a 34-yard run by, make that Devontae Dean, redshirt freshman out of West Memphis, Arkansas. And he found a seam, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, just found a good hole in between the guard and the tackle, and Emporia State didn't have a defender in that particular hole, and there wasn't much within about 20 or 30 yards as far as Emporia State defenders go.
Well, now they have a little bit of breathing space to work with. They'll shift their tight ends to the right side. Sears will look to run the ball. Gets to the corner, bounces to the outside. He's across the 45 and goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Arkansas Monticello, a gain of 11 for Cole Sears on the quarterback keeper, and Emporia State did not have contain on that play.
Yeah, I mean, that's something we're going to have to keep track of, especially going on later in the game is Cole Sears has 137 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns on the season, so he can definitely hurt you with his feet.
1st and 10 for the Bull Weevils from their own 46-yard line. Single receivers left and right, out of the pistol. Sears takes the snap, running play straight ahead, and it goes for maybe a yard as Emporia State stuffs it at the line of scrimmage as a host of gray jerseys push it backwards, leading the way. Jace McDown for Emporia State.
And he did a great job coming downhill and filling gaps, and that's something he does. He's such a very smart kid. He's a very cerebral linebacker to go with his great athletic ability, and so when you combine those two, you get the MIAA Conference's leading tackler.
Gain of 1 for Devontae Dean, making it 2nd down and 9 for the Bull Weevils from their own 47-yard line. Sear takes the snap, looks to throw, has some time, throws in nearest flat. The pass is dropped. In and out of the hands of C.J. Parham. An incomplete pass brings up 3rd and 9 for the Bull Weevils. In case you're wondering what a bull weevil is, it's a beetle that eats cotton flowers and cotton buds. Cotton farmers don't like the bull weevil.
So the Hornets and the bull weevils going at it today. So this game has been coined the Battle of the Bugs.
The Bug Bowl.
The Bug Bowl.
3rd and 9 for Arkansas Monticello from their own 47. Sears looking to throw, throws it to the nearest flat. Pass is going to be caught, and then he goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
It's going to be about
2 yards short. It'll bring up 4th down for the Bull Weevils, and they'll have a decision to make. It looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, inside your own 50, especially with Emporia State's potent offense. This is a situation. This is your last game of the year. There's really nothing to lose, so might as well take some chances.
They were 16 of 35 on 4th down during the season, where the Bull Weevils of Arkansas Monticello. Empty backfield, 3 wideouts to the right side. Now running back into the backfield, that's Riley. On 4th down. Sear on the quarterback keeper straight ahead. He'll have the 1st down and more as he carries it across the 45 and takes it down to the 41-yard line. Gain of 6.
I mean, Emporia State kind of stacking the box on that one, but 4th and 2, 4th and 3, you have to play a balanced defense, and so Monticello was able to seal up some holes and was able to get hats on hats, and Cole Sears was just kind of able to weevil his way in for a 1st down.
8:11 to go here in the first quarter. No score on 1st down. Another running play. Now it's a flea flicker. Sear to throw the ball deep down the field. He has a receiver open, but he can't get it there. The ball got caught up in the wind, fortunately, as C.J. Parham was the intended receiver, and that ball just way out of his reach. But if he makes that catch, that's a big gain for Arkansas Monticello.
Yeah, and trickeration early in this game, and that's something you see a lot in bowl games is, coaches pulling out all the tricks and seeing if they can, take advantage of something on the defense. And that probably wouldn't be the first time I see either a trick play or some kind of fake today.
Hornet Football brought to you by Cancel Manufacturing USA at 1601 East South Avenue, proudly supporting Emporia State University athletics, academics, and alumni. Good luck to the Hornet Football team. Stingers up. A little pass over the middle, caught by the tight end. That's DeAndre Washington. First team all-conference tight end. Makes the catch and carries it down to the 21-yard line, and a 1st down for Arkansas Monticello as they're putting together a very impressive drive.
And Cole Sears showing his veteran tendencies here, and conducting this offense well, and they're moving the ball.
They started at their own half-yard line. This is the 9th play of the drive. Out of the pistol, Sear takes the snap. Running play straight ahead. Handoff goes to Imani Riley. Riley down to almost the 16-yard line for a gain of 4, making it 2nd down and 6.
And now that Monticello is kind of established the pass and shown that they can connect downfield. It's kind of stretching out Emporia State's defense a little and opening up some of the run also.
2nd down and 6 for the Boll Weevils. Sear takes the snap, play action, dumps it off short, 15, 10, and brought down and taken out of bounds at the 7-yard line. After making the catch that time for Arkansas Monticello was Dontario Brown out of Memphis, Tennessee, and it'll bring up a 1st and goal for the Boll Weevils at the 7-yard line.
Emporia State has shown this year that they have the capacity to get some goal line stops here, and that's what we're going to need to do with this goal line situation here.
Empty backfield for Cole Sears. 1st and goal from the 7. Now back into the backfield, Amani Riley. Play action. Cole Sears gets hit. He throws the ball, and it's incomplete. Parker Bass got there just as the ball was thrown, and it was almost intercepted as that ball fluttered out into no man's land. And the closest player to it was an Emporia State defensive back, and unfortunately, the Hornets couldn't get to it in time. It looked like maybe Lawson or make that Jordan Wallace may have been the closest player to it for Emporia State.
It looked like there might have even been some confusion there with Sears. Looked like he was going to try to just catch it and get rid of it on a quick route, but perhaps one of his receivers ran a different route or developed a little bit differently than he thought it was going to.
2nd and goal from the 7. Tight end shift from the left to the right side of the formation. Twin receivers to the right side. Sear on the quarterback keeper across the 5 and carries it down to near the 2-yard line. See where they mark him down at. Looks like they'll mark him down at the 2. It'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 2.
Emporia State's bringing in the beef here. They're checking in 3 new defensive linemen and 1 extra linebacker on this. And we got an interesting little formation here.
4 wide out to the left side, 3 wide out to the right side, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Emporia State as Arkansas Monticello shows them a formation that something you might see in 8-man football. 3 offensive linemen, and then everybody else spread out, and Emporia State taking a timeout and trying to discuss exactly what they were going to do. And what Arkansas actually ended up doing was shifting back to the regular formation. Let's go down to the John North Ford sideline and check in with Tegan Trahoon.
Well, if you ask the defensive coordinators for Emporia State earlier this week, their plan was actually to establish or have Monticello establish the run because they felt that they were more comfortable with the passing game. Well, apparently Monticello doing some preparations and actually turning that run game into an opportunity to get the pass game set up. But Emporia State is very, very good at adjusting on the fly. Even though they might not be in the best situation right now, they're certain to bounce back here later on in this game.
Our sideline updates brought to you by John North Ford Lincoln Nissan sells parts and service since 1963. 5:57 to play, first quarter, no score. Arkansas Monticello started this drive at their own half-yard line. The first down play, the big play really of this drive, a 35-yard run, got them out of the shadows of their own goalpost, and they've been able to move the ball down the field as this will be drive or play number 13 of this drive. As they'll line up in the I formation, and boy, they bring in the big beef at fullback. The fullback is Stephen King, 6'2", 235. Handoff straight ahead, and he will not get in. Great defensive play from behind. Making the tackle for Emporia State, Parker Bass. Also, Eston Sadell.
So 94, one of their defensive tackles was actually the ball carrier on that one. They lined up 2 defensive linemen, one at the fullback, and then the other defensive lineman was the running back, and Seidel was the one who ended up getting the carry.
And he gets stopped short, and it looks like the Boll Weevils will go for it here on 4th down, facing 4th and goal from the 2. Instead of going for the points, they're going to see if they can't get the touchdown here. Sear out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to run it straight ahead, and he will get in for the touchdown. They tried to catch him from behind, but they couldn't, and he was able to take it in for the touchdown, and Arkansas Monticello puts together a 99.5-yard drive.
And just pretty simple, quarterback power that play with a couple of lead blockers, and Emporia State just wasn't able to fit it up, and Cole Sears was able to get what he needed to get into the end zone.
And for Cole Sears, that will be his 9th rushing touchdown of the season. On to attach the extra point will be Josh Marini, and his extra point is blocked. It's loose on the turf. It's scooped. It's still not picked up. It finally is picked up. Emporia State trying to return it for 2 at the 40 and then going out of bounds after picking up the loose blocked extra point. That'll be Kyle Rink. But the extra point is blocked. And Emporia State will get the ball back with 5:04 to play in the first quarter, trailing 6-0 in this contest. Hornet football being brought to you by PT Associates of Emporia. 30 years of earning your trust. Contact PT Associates for all of your physical therapy needs. PT Associates, located at 12th and Industrial. Let's pause 1 minute. This is Hornet football on Mix 104.9.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU. At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
KFFX Emporia, today's best hits. Mix 104.9.
Back at Tiger Stadium, Emporia State trails at 6-0 with 5:04 to play. The kick, it's going to be fielded at the 10-yard line. The fair catch is called for, so Emporia State will get the ball at the 25-yard line. It was a short kick, but the Hornets called for the fair catch, and if it's caught behind the 25 and you call for the fair catch, you get it at the 25-yard line. Now, last time Emporia State had the ball, they picked up a first down, and then it was 3 straight incompletions, and they had to punt the ball away. Braxton out of the shotgun on first down. A little swing pass out to the left, caught by Kyle Harris, and Kyle will take it out of bounds at the 30, or Tyler Harris takes it out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 12 yards on the little swing play out to Tyler out of the backfield. Here's a running play. Landon Alt straight ahead, breaks a tackle the line of scrimmage and puts his shoulders down and drives the defense back across the 40. He'll be brought to a stop at the 41-yard line. Again, Landon needed 51 yards coming into this game to pass the 1,000-yard mark on the season. That'll be a gain of 4, making it 2nd down and 6. Braxton out of the shotgun, looks to the sidelines after clapping his hands for the first time. Now he checks in with the receivers. Takes the snap on the option. He's going to run the ball himself. Now tosses it back to Landon Nolte. Gets bumped out of bounds at the 43-yard line. And, oh my, we have a Hornet with his helmet off. That is Braxton Marstall, who is down on the turf without his helmet. And he may have got hit in the abdominal area. And that's not what you want to have happen in this game. As the training staff is out there checking on Braxton Marstall.
Yeah, that was on that option play. Braxton, running the option with Landon Nolte and kind of gave a late pitch. Looked like it'd be a situation where he probably would have or should have gone down, but gave the late pitch to Landon and looked like he took a pretty good shot there at the end of the play.
Landon was stopped at the 44-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 as they continue to work on Braxton Marstall. As quickly Dalton Cowan, the redshirt freshman out of Topeka Seaman High School, going through his warm-ups. He came in an emergency situation earlier this season and threw a touchdown pass. Let's see what happens here, but hopefully there are a host of gray jerseys all around Braxton Marstall as he now is setting up. He's definitely going to have to come out of the ball game. One, because the trainers went out on the field to check on him. Two, because he lost his helmet. And Emporia State definitely not in a situation they want to be in right now. Hornet football being brought to you by Emporia's Convention and Visitors Bureau. Let them assist you with meetings, conventions, and special event planning. For free visitor materials, call 342-1600. Hornets again trailing 6-0 with 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Braxton Marshall's to his feet, and he's going to walk off the field, and hopefully it's just a situation where he got the wind knocked out of him. And now Emporia State will be sending in Dalton Cowan to take over the quarterbacking duties. I won't crown him the heir apparent just yet. He has to earn that job during spring ball and has to re-earn the job again in fall ball. But Dalton Cowan definitely would have the edge to be the starting quarterback next season. Looks to the sidelines, changing the play. 6 man on the line of scrimmage. Dalton on the quarterback keeper carries it across up to the 45-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 2 as Dalton just couldn't find a space to run with the ball, and the Hornets most likely will have to send out the punt team as they're facing 4th and 2. And so 2 possessions, 2 punts for Emporia State here in the first quarter.
This is field position where they might be able to go for it, just inside their own 50 on the 45, but when you're down in a ball game and you say you don't convert, you don't want to give the opposing offense who's shown they can move the ball better field position.
Tyler Harris gets the high snap, gets the kick away, hangs it high in the air, spinning kick, fair catch called for, and it's made at the 13-yard line. So Arkansas Monticello once again will be getting not the best field position to start a drive, but the last time they had the ball, they started at their own half-yard line, and they were able to put together a drive and take a 6-0 lead. Let's go down to Tegan Trahoon and the John North Ford sideline.
Coach Garen Higgins said earlier this week that knocking the rust off is going to be very important for Emporia State, as they haven't really gotten into their same rhythm as they were during the regular season, which many teams don't as they head into the bowl season, as your practices are stretched out a little bit, not to mention you have holiday breaks and things like that. Right now the message from Coach Higgins is the rust better be falling off, because right now we need to get back into this game.
1st and 10 for Arkansas Monticello. Handoff up the middle goes nowhere. First player there, Parker Bass, and then Merrick Thompson finishing off the play, and then a penalty marker comes in late. This is going to be a most likely personal foul on somebody. Let's see whom the guilty party is, as the officials are moving Arkansas Monticello away from the line of scrimmage.
Seems like these bowl games always get somewhat chippy.
They call a personal foul on Emporia State's Logan Thompson. Unnecessary roughness, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty on the Hornets, and that moves it out to the 25-yard line. Yeah, you got to keep your cool.
Yeah, I mean, in these bowl games, it's it's going to be your last game of the year. It's a team you're unfamiliar with, so you're trying to flex your muscles a little bit, and things can get a little chippy, maybe a little verbal, but still you got to keep your cool.
On first down, Sears looking to throw, has time. He's going deep down the field. He overshoots his intended receiver. The intended receiver was C.J. Parham. He had 2 defenders around him, and that pass was just overthrown. But he had a lot of time to throw that ball.
Yeah, Emporia, they got gashed through the air on the last drive, so not bringing too many guys in pressure and choosing to drop more into coverage. But still, even with 2 to 3 guys in coverage, the Monticello receiver was still able to get behind us, and it's a good thing that ball was overthrown.
2nd and 10 for Arkansas Monticello from their own 25-yard line. Cole Sear, again out of the shotgun. 3 wideouts to the right, single receiver to the left. A little play action. Passes thrown, caught at the 31-yard line. And making the catch for Arkansas Monticello will be Terry Bozeman, sophomore out of Walker, Louisiana, and a gain of 6 on the play, bringing up 3rd and 4. He just kind of settled right there in the middle of the zone defense of Emporia State that time and made the catch for 6 yards.
Monticello's been able to take advantage of us with some hook routes over the middle and some out routes as we're playing zone, but it looks like we're pressed up on them here.
On 3rd down, Sears to throw. Has some time, goes down the far sideline. The pass is going to be incomplete. Jaden Poole on the coverage for Emporia State. The intended receiver down the far sideline was Malcolm Staten, and it brings up 4th down for the Bull Weevils, and they'll send on the punt team.
I mean, and like I said before the play, the Emporia State had press man coverage on them, just saying we're going man on man, beat us, and Emporia State had really good coverage.
Here comes the punt, straight up in the air, fair catch called for by Kai Cowens. He'll make the catch at the 36-yard line. That's where Emporia State will take over the football with 1:49 to play here in the first quarter, trailing by a score of 6-0 as Braxton Marstall goes back out onto the field offensively with the Emporia State Hornets. Good sign.
Yeah, he's a tough guy, and it would have taken a lot to keep him out of the rest of this game.
Empty backfield for Emporia State. 4 wideouts to the left side, single receiver to the right side. 4-man front. Now Landon Nault goes from wide out to the left into the backfield. Braxton claps his hands one time. Now he looks to the sideline. Play clock down to 10. Braxton claps his hands a second time. Play action. Has some time. Throws it. Pass is going to be caught at the 40-yard line for a gain of 3. Making the catch, Kai Cowens for Emporia State. They'll give him forward progress to the 41-yard line. So actually a gain of 4, making it 2nd down and 6. Quickly, Emporia State to the line of scrimmage. Landon out of the backfield in motion off to the right side. Braxton looking to throw, being pressured. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run the ball. Penalty marker comes out. It's going to be holding on Emporia State, most likely.
Yeah, you got two flags behind the line of scrimmage, and they are gesturing for a holding on Emporia.
Most likely, Andrew Lilich, the senior left tackle for Emporia State, trying to keep the pressure off of Braxton, and he gets whistled for a hold. Let's go down to the John North Ford sideline and take in Terhune.
This is an area that Coach Laporta was talking about earlier this week, that he's actually proud of his team. When they do get the penalties called on them, he's saying he's seen a lot of maturity out of his players as they've been able to kind of shake them off, move forward, and come back out. We'll see if that's the same for the offensive line here in just a moment.
2nd and 16 for Emporia State with a ball spotted back at their own 31-yard line. Braxton takes the snap. Little swing pass near flat, caught by Landon Nault. He's across the 35, 40, 45, and he'll have the 1st down as he gets bumped out of bounds right near midfield.
That was a huge conversion, and anytime you can just turn a little dump swing pass into a 20-yard gain, that's really good for the offense and great downfield blocking.
1st and 10 for Emporia State from midfield. Braxton takes the snap. Handoff, Landon Nault keeping it. Braxton slides and goes down. Let's see where they mark him down at. They'll mark him down at the 43-yard line of Arkansas Monticello. Clock continues to roll with 37 seconds to go. First quarter, 6-0. Arkansas Monticello with a lead. Gain of 7, making it 2nd and 3 for Emporia State. Braxton again takes the snap. Quick over the middle. Pass is going to be caught for a 1st down by Justin Brown. His first catch of the afternoon. He'll go down at the 32-yard line. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, Emporia State, as they get lined up. Twin receivers left and right. Braxton takes the snap, looks to throw, has time, sets up. Now he's rolling, throws the ball downfield, wide open. Jordan Reed has it, takes it in. Touchdown, Emporia State.
He had to get lost. Someone had to have lost him because there wasn't anyone within 10, 15 yards of him, and Braxton just throwing an easy little lob pass to him, and he was able to get it in for the touchdown.
A 32-yard touchdown pass for Emporia State, and that's covering some real estate. And speaking of real estate, when thinking of buying or selling your home, call Jeff Dabb or Bree Williams of Eck Real Estate at 341-SOLD. That's 341-7653. Braxton now needs one more to tie, two more to break the career touchdown pass is thrown record. On to attach the extra point for Emporia State is no good, as it was low off the foot of Sam Dobbins, as that one didn't get up in the air. So both teams missing their extra points to start this ball game, and it's a 6-6 tie with 6 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, just because I'm a former long snapper, I notice these things, but that snap coming back, maybe a little bit wobbly, a little bit low, and Braxton struggling with the hold a little bit and putting the laces straight back. Kickers don't really prefer to kick the laces. They usually like to get the smooth side of the ball, so that probably had a little something to do with it.
But Emporia State puts together a 5-play, 63-yard drive. Braxton Marstall to Jordan Reed from 32 yards out, and Emporia State ties the game. Let's go back down to Tegan Trahoon and the John North Fort sideline.
Well, as we've said many times this season, tempo is the weapon of Emporia State, and that tempo just had to get started a little bit in the early goings of this game. Now, starting to get back into their normal speed, getting into their normal drive. We'll see if the legs of Monticello can keep up with the legs of the Hornets.
As Emporia State will be kicking off after scoring their first touchdown of the afternoon. Double safeties deep to receive this kick. Trey Fleming and Lloyd Turner. Here's the kick. It'll go into the end zone, and it'll be downed by Trey Fleming as Sam Dobbins put that one into the end zone with the wind at his back. And that's one thing he's really done well here, especially down the stretches. His kickoffs, either into the end zone or not allowing any type of return.
Yeah, he struggled initially in that first game against Northeastern State, and then was kind of battling a groin injury in the middle part of the season. But in practice, won the job back and kicked really well against Missouri Southern. We saw him convert, I think, 8 of his kicks for points. I think he had 2 field goals and 6 PATs, and was kicking the ball off really well. But he's really come along here this late part of the season.
3 in the backfield with quarterback Cole Sears. They start this drive from their own 25-yard line. On the receiver reverse, they've got a defense has it covered well and no gain on the play. Great job by Logan Thompson not allowing the receiver to get the corner turn. That'll be the final play of the quarter. On the carry for Arkansas Monticello was Trey Fleming, and the Hornets played it perfectly. And that brings the first quarter to a close. After 15 minutes of play, it's a 6-6 tie. Emporia State and Arkansas Monticello.
Emporia State University. All work and no play? No way! There's lots to do. On campus. Around town. All around. You're gonna love it here at ESU. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit. We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU.
KFFX Emporia, today's best hits. Mix 104.9.
Back at Tiger Stadium, second down play out to the 31-yard line, making it 3rd and 4 for the Boll Weevils. They're now moving from left to right. Cole Sears working out of the shotgun. Twin receivers off to the right side. Single receiver to the far side. Tight end and DeAndre Washington in the backfield along with the running back. play action, a little swing pass to the near flat, and it's going to go for only, it'll be a first down out to the 35-yard line after making the catch. DeAndre Washington, the first-team all-conference tight end, will pick up the first down for Arkansas Monticello. Emporia State just couldn't get there quick enough to string it out a little bit sooner.
Yeah, it looked like Jordan Griffin, one of the linebackers for the Hornets, was there, to make a play that would have prevented the first down, but just wasn't able to make the open field tackle, and his help arrived a little bit too late, and the tight end was able to stretch it out and get the first.
On first down, running play straight ahead. On the carry, Alex Day, redshirt freshman out of North Little Rock, Arkansas. He'll gain almost 4 yards on the carries. He carries it just shy of the 39-yard line, bringing up second down, and we'll call it a short for long 3.
Lots of Arkansas guys on this roster, so credit to the coaching staff of Monticello, being able to keep guys in state and just help and recruit other guys to help them out.
Play action, pass thrown, incomplete, intended receiver here on the near sideline. Jeremy Hampton, coverage provided by Brent Davenport of Emporia State. It's an incomplete pass, and it makes it third down for the Boll Weevils, 3rd and 6. Ball spotted in between the 38 and the 34-yard line of Arkansas Monticello. They'll set up with a 3-receiver wide to the left in a triangle formation. Single receiver to the right side. Running back in the backfield with Cole Sears looking to throw. Has some time. The pass is going to be incomplete. Had a receiver running a crossing route in the middle of the field, unable to reel it in. DeAndre Washington, make that C.J. Parham, and the incomplete pass makes it 4th down for the Boll Weevils.
And Sears kind of threaded a needle on that one. He threw that ball, kind of over the outstretched fingertips of 3 different Hornet defenders, and even still almost completed the pass.
That was one of those. If the tight end catches it, that's a big completion. This will be Cole Sears punting the ball away. Standing back at his own 20-yard line, Kai Cowens. It's not a good punt at all. Off the side of his foot, it'll take a Hornet bounce, and they pick it up. Kai Cowens picks it up, and then he gets ushered out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Heads up play by Kai. He saw it bouncing, and he decided to scoop it up, and he picks up a couple of extra yards, and Emporia State will get great field position.
Kai's been around for a long time, and he's a really experienced football player. He's listed as a junior on the roster, but came in with this group of seniors. He still has one more year, but he's going to be a 6th-year guy next year. He's a very heads-up player, and he's a guy that knows his job and does his job every time, and showing his veteran ability to make plays there.
12:57 to go second quarter, all tied at 6. 1st and 10 for Emporia State from their own 47-yard line. Kai Cowens now into the backfield. He'll take the handoff straight ahead, bounces to the outside. He's across the 45, 40-yard line. He'll have the first down as he gets shoved out of bounds at the Arkansas Monticello 36-yard line. Hornet football brought to you by McKenzie Pest Control. Pest free the best it can be. Your authorized firm for the Centricon Colony Elimination System. Call them at 342-4222. On first down, again, Kai Cowens with the handoff straight ahead. He'll only pick up a couple of yards this time before he gets shoved backwards. Defensively across the front for Arkansas Monticello, Brandon Young, a junior out of Hebron, Mississippi. Hakeem Gray, a second-team all-conference selection. At a defensive tackle, Easton Seidel, 6'3", 245, a sophomore from Cabot, Arkansas. And Anthony Walker are the defensive linemen. Curtis Williams, Gabe Brace, and Kelvin Brown are the linebackers. The cornerbacks are Dion Knox and Jamel Landon. Christian Jefferson and Marshad Malakon are the safeties. Second down, and we'll call it 8 for Emporia State after the 2-yard gain by Kai Cowens. Braxton on the handoff. Kai Cowens finds a nice seam across the 30, carries it down to the 25-yard line. He'll have the first down for Emporia State. A nice little seam off a left guard and center that time for Emporia State as the hole opened up big time. Quickly to the line of scrimmage, Emporia State. Braxton takes the snap. Again, a running play. No, keeping it. Braxton He'll carry it across the 20, and he'll carry it down to the 21-yard line, and he is in the Lyon County State Bank red zone. Don't sweat high energy costs. Call Lyon County State Bank to learn about energy efficiency loans for small businesses and no origination fee. Member FDIC. Braxton again gets the team to the line of scrimmage. Kai Cowens in the backfield with him. 3 wideouts to the left, single receiver to the right side. That's Jordan Reed. Braxton gets the play change, claps his hands on the option, tosses it to Kai Cowens, angles to the sideline, gets hit out of bounds.
Yep, and they're going to call a late hit. They absolutely should have.
As he was across the white line, and he gets hit out of bounds, even though the momentum may have carried it out of bounds. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty on Arkansas Monticello.
It's going to give Emporia State half the distance to the goal plus a first down.
As Trenton Ball will check into the lineup for Emporia State at tight end. Checking out will be Justin Brown. And that will put the ball at the 8-yard line of Arkansas Monticello. 6-6 the score, 11:32 to play here in the second quarter. Hornets have it first and goal at the 8. Braxton out of the shotgun. Kai Cowens in the backfield with him. Denzel Strong lines up in the slot to the right side. Single receivers left and right. Braxton takes the throws it to the end zone. Pass, caught, touchdown Emporia State. Just Jordan Reed again with the touchdown pass reception for Emporia State.
That's a play we see a lot from Braxton, where he'll do a little play action to the running back and then hit one of his outside receivers on a quick slant. Usually it's Justin Brown, but that time it was Jordan Reed, and that's his second touchdown reception of the day.
And second touchdown pass of the day. He has now tied the school record for touchdown passes thrown in a career. On to attach the extra point. Sam Dobbins, the left footer out of Emporia, and hits one, gets blocked. It bounces out to the 30-yard line and then goes out of bounds. So both extra point attempts for Emporia State get blocked, or one gets blocked, one missed. So they've missed both extra points. All 3 extra points in this game have been missed, and it's a 12-6 Emporia State lead. With a timeout on the field, let's pause 1 minute. Hornet football.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU. At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
Your home for Hornet sports. Today's best hits. Mix 104.9.
12-6 Emporia State with the lead. 11:13 to play here in the second quarter. Emporia State 6-play 53-yard drive. Here's the kick. It's going to be short, fielded at the 12-yard line. Looked like the ball touched the turf. And the return out to the 24-yard line, and Emporia State's defense will take the field after a nice special teams tackle that time. Is making the special teams tackle for Emporia State. It looked like Cole Baird making the stop for the Hornets. And a short return on a short kick by Sam Dobbins. Of course, this time he's kicking into a stiffer breeze, a little bit of a cross breeze. It's kind of a west-northwesterly breeze.
That's something that I think Emporia State has done all year, really, is the coverage teams haven't allowed a return touchdown all year, and for the most part, have been really good in their lanes and haven't allowed really many big returns at all.
So the Boll Weevils will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Cole Sear empties the backfield. Single receiver off to the left side, twin receivers to the right side, tight end in the slot to the left side. Sears takes the snap. He's going to run the ball straight ahead. He gets hit. He gets dropped for a loss on the play. No place to go for him as the Hornets came right up the middle shooting through the gap to make the tackle for Emporia State, Logan Thompson, from his linebacking spot, and a loss of 2 on the play, making it 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, Logan Thompson and Jace McDowell both coming through. I mean, that was a design quarterback run. Looked like a little draw play where he dropped back and pretended to throw, but tucked it and ran. But the late pressure by the linebackers being able to get through the offensive line, and there wasn't a whole lot going for him.
Actually, they'll mark it as a loss of only 1 on the play. On 2nd and 11, handoff straight ahead on the carry. That'll be Alex Day. He carries it across the 30 up to the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3, but it brings up 3rd and 9 for the Boll Weevils. So they bring in a couple of extra receivers. C.J. Parham will be wide out to the left side. 3 wide outs to the right. Alex Day, the running back, in the backfield for Cole Sears. Hornets showing linebacker blitz. Monticello picks it up, and they complete the pass to the 40-yard line. Coming up with a reception, C.J. Parham. And a nice route run by Parham as this time he makes the catch out to the 42-yard line.
And Emporia State playing a really loose zone on that time, and and Monticello just able to find a hole in it. And the last 3rd down where we were able to shut them down, we played press man, but going off that and playing a zone on that 3rd down.
Monticello now 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Sear looking to throw. He's going deep downfield. The pass is going to be overshot. A little bit of a confusion between the receiver and the quarterback. Jeremy Hampton, the receiver, he just looked like he was running down and running in towards the hash marks. The pass was thrown towards the boundary and ends up being an incomplete pass. Making it 2nd down and 10 for the Boll Weevils from their own 42-yard line. Hornet football brought to you by Bunge North America, enhancing lives by improving the global agribusiness and food production chain. 12-6, Hornets with a lead, 9:11 to play, 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, Sears takes the snap, looks to throw, has some time, far flat, wide open. Boy, he was surprised, was C.J. Parham, and Parham still on his feet, bounces off a couple of would-be tacklers, and he carries it across the 40, up to the 40-yard line. Oh, boy, we're going to get a little pushing and shoving going on, and it's going to be 6 flags over Texas.
And there was it looked like one of the Monticello players came in and gave a late shove to somebody, but I'm sure they're probably going to get both teams for something.
As the officials will have a discussion here. Yeah, we'll let the officials sort it out. Let's check in with Tegan Trahoon on the John North Ford sideline.
Well, the Emporia State coaching staff all said when I asked them earlier this week, who does this team remind you of in the MIAA? The answer was almost unanimous, us, which can be very frustrating for both sides of the field when you're playing what can basically be considered a carbon copy of yourself, able to do the same things, usually has the same mentality. You feel frustrated, and it's not surprising to see tempers flare when you can't seem to kind of figure out somebody who's basically who you are. So both teams are going to have to do a lot of self-reflecting, as it were, and see who can figure themselves out before the other.
And we're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct on, and they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams. So, and that should be off. That was after the play. So the play will stand, and the ball will be spotted at the Emporia State 43-yard line. So unsportsmanlike conduct penalties on both teams.
Yeah, and they called the one on us on Jace McDowell, and I know Jace McDowell personally, and that's not the kind of player he is at all. So I think they might have misread the number or got the wrong guy.
But it's a first down for Arkansas Monticello after the 12-yard gain to the Emporia State. They'll put it down at the 43-yard line. Running play, straight ahead, goes nowhere. A loss on the play. On the carry was Alex Day, and he gets dropped for a loss of 1. Again, the opponent defense got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, the Emporia State defense really been able to clog the gaps on this play or on this drive, and most of Monticello's success has come through the air. So, it's a good sign that we're being able to stop one portion of their offense.
Sears will go with an empty backfield, 3 wide outs to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Sears so far this afternoon, 10 of 20 for 96 yards. Hornets showing linebacker blitz. Now they back off. Now here come the linebackers, and we're going to get a stoppage of play. Timeout taken by Arkansas Monticello. They'll take a timeout with 8:01 to play here in the second quarter. Emporia State leading by a score of 12-6. Hornet football brought to you by Camso Manufacturing, USA, 1601 East South Avenue, proudly supporting Emporia State University athletics, academics, and alumni. Good luck to the Hornet football team. Stingers up. Now, other games that are going on this afternoon in the MIAA, Missouri Western playing in the Special Agent Barry Live United Bowl, and they are leading Southern Arkansas 30-19 with 2:35 to play in the fourth quarter. Later on today, Central Oklahoma will take on Angelo State in the Champs Heart of Texas Bowl to be played in Waco. That game will kick off at 4:05. In the Big 12 championship game, it is final. Oklahoma has defeated Texas 39-27. As Oklahoma helps give themselves a greater chance of becoming a playoff team. So the Iowa State hangs on and comes from behind to defeat Drake 27-24 this afternoon. Iowa State is missing a game, and they were able to play Drake this afternoon, and so they close out their regular season with a W. They'll most likely be in a bowl during the postseason. Again, later on tonight, Alabama and Georgia playing in the SEC championship game. Also tonight in the Big Ten championship game, it'll be Ohio State and Northwestern. Second down, and around, halfback pass, and here comes the pressure up the middle, and down goes Deontay Haynes, who is looking to throw the ball, and he gets buried back at the Emporia State 48-yard line. They tried a little razzle-dazzle, and the Emporia State defense blew that one up.
Yeah, really similar play to something we saw before where they went for, instead of the reverse pass, just went for the reverse. And, there were 3 or 4 Hornets right there in his face as soon as he caught the pitch, and he didn't have much room to do anything.
Correction, that was Terry Bozeman who was looking to throw, and he got blasted for a loss on the play. Logan Powell in to make the tackle. Good to see him back out there after missing some of the season.
Yeah, had an MCL sprain in his knee, but like you just said, good to see him back this last game.
3rd and 19 for the Bull Weevils. Sears to throw. The passes almost intercepted. It was deflected off of a receiver and then almost intercepted and almost went right to another receiver. Unfortunately, it was incomplete as Trey Morris was on the coverage that time and almost came up with the interception off the tip drill. Instead, it will make it 4th and 19 for the Bull Weevils from their own 48-yard line.
We're going to get a punt here, and Emporia State only bringing, I think, 3 guys on that time, but still able to get a decent amount of pressure, and had Cole Sears waited another couple seconds, he might have gotten a pretty good shot.
Here comes the punt from Cole Sears. Kai Cowens drifting back. He'll watch it take a bounce and then goes into the end zone, and Emporia State will get the ball at the 20. 6:58 to play here in the second quarter, 12-6. Emporia State leading the Bull Weevils of Arkansas Monticello as the Hornets will take over possession of the football. They'll get it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So far this afternoon, Braxton Marstall, 7 of 9, 2 touchdowns, 97 yards.
It's about what I would expect from him, honestly.
The Hornets have also ran the ball for 53 yards. Braxton on first down, working out of the shotgun. Tyler Harris in the backfield with him. 3 wide outs to the right, single receiver to the left side. That's Justin Brown. Tyler Harris goes in motion to the left side, and he's going to be blown up for a loss of 5. Hornets ran that play earlier this game, and it went for a nice gain, but this time it goes for -4 as the Bull Weevils had that one sniffed out perfectly. So the Hornets facing 2nd and 14. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Braxton, here comes a full-on brush. Handoff straight ahead. Landon Holt, big gain. He's across the 30. He'll have the first down and then some. A 17-yard gain plus for Landon Holt, and Emporia State has it out to the 32-yard line. Another handoff. The officials holding play as they'll drop a hanky, and we may have had somebody not set. A procedure penalty. And that'll move the ball back 5 yards. So Emporia State maybe going a little bit too fast for their own good.
Yeah, when you do an up-tempo offense like that, it's on the quarterback to make sure he has all of his guys where they're supposed to be and make sure everybody's set to avoid procedures like that.
That's a third penalty of the game for Emporia State, and that'll move it back to the 28-yard line, making it 1st and 15. Out of the pistol, Braxton will call the play with Landon Holt right behind him. Twins left and right. Play action for Braxton. Throws it far sideline. It's caught and still on his feet. Justin Brown, but they'll mark him going out of bounds. Or make that Kyle Harrison making the catch. He'll carry it across the 35 up to the 36-yard line. So that'll be a gain of 8, making it 2nd down and we'll call it 7 as the ball gets away from the officials. That'll slow up an up-tempo offense. Braxton on 2nd down, looks to throw, has some time over the middle. Pass caught by Landon Holt. He's looking to make a cut and then goes down after a gain. They'll mark his forward progress only at the 39. It looked like he got to the 40-yard line, but it brings up 3rd down and 4 for Emporia State.
It looked like Landon might have lost his footing or slipped on the turf or something because he went to make a cut but then just went straight down with minimal contact.
On 3rd down. Tyler Harrison motion. Braxton throw. Here comes the pressure. Throws it. It passes through the hands of Kyle Harrison. That pass a little bit high. Braxton goes down after getting hit after throwing the pass. And it makes it an incomplete pass, and it'll make it 4th down and 4 for Emporia State, and they'll send on the punt team.
Yeah, that would have been I'd say a pretty sure first down had Kyle Harrison been able to make that catch, but nonetheless we'll see Tyler Harris.
Tough throw, tough catch, but you'd like to see him make those catches. So Emporia State will punt the ball away. Tyler Harris standing back at his own 25-yard line. Gets the kick away. It's a low line drive kick. It's not going to be good at all.
It looked like someone might have gotten a hand on that punt.
As it is angled out of bounds, and the official will mark it out of bounds at the Arkansas Monticello 47-yard line. And not very often have we seen Tyler Harris have one of those type of kicks.
Yeah, I mean, the way the ball came, I mean, they brought some pressure on that one, and the way it came off his foot looked like someone might have gotten a hand on it that altered the trajectory of the ball.
5:26 to play, second quarter. 12-6 Emporia State will lead as Arkansas Monticello takes over the football from their own 47-yard line. Cole Sear working out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, play action, looks to throw it down the far sideline. The pass is going to be incomplete. Unable to hang on to it after he had it in his hands for a moment. Then when he hit the turf, he lost it. C.J. Parham. Would have been a great catch, but he just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, I think he had it until he went down and made contact with the ground. And the ground, I think, was what jarred that ball loose, but wasn't able to secure the catch before he went down. So it's going to go down as an incomplete pass.
Making it 2nd down and 10 for the Boll Weevils from their own 47-yard line. This time, twin receivers to the right. Tight end in the slot to the left. Running play. Handoff goes to Alex Day. Day across midfield. Carries it down to the Emporia State 48-yard line. Gain of 5. Makes it 3rd and 5 for Arkansas Monticello. And we're going to get a timeout here, as one of the offensive linemen, Travion Bass, lost his helmet. So he has to leave the lineup. And Arkansas Monticello on 3rd down, 3 of 9. That's kind of been of a challenge for Emporia State all season long, that 3rd down.
Yeah, they've been pretty good today, and hopefully they can get the stop here too.
On the jet sweep, the toss goes to one of the receivers, and he will not get the first down as he gets tossed out of bounds, short of the line to gain as they toss it to Ralph Singleton. He tried the left side of the line of scrimmage and gets tossed out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 44-yard line of Emporia State. He needed the 43, so he's a yard shy. Makes it 4th and 1 for the Bull Weevils, and they'll most likely go for it here on 4th down, and they are 2 for 2 on 4th down in this ball game.
Yeah, 4th and short, in opponent's territory. This is the orange zone, as Coach Higgins likes to call it.
Tight ends shift from left to right side of the formation. Sear takes a snap. He's going to keep it himself straight ahead, and he's going to be very close, and he's going to get it. Good surge up front from his offensive line. Jaden Sally, Frank Jackson Bray, Travion Bass, and Keaton Phillips. They go 6'3", 245, 6'1", 295, 6 foot 255, 6 foot 305, and 6'5", 320. And we have an injured Bull Weevil on the field as well, as the trainers are out to attend to their injured player. 3:59 to play, second quarter, 12-6 Emporia State with a lead. Hornet football being brought to you by Emporia State University, where learning comes to life. More than 200 academic programs. Schedule a campus visit at emporia.edu. As they tend to the injured player, let's take a timeout. You're listening to Hornet football on Mix 104.9.
Emporia State University.
Have 5 core values that reflect who we
All
are
work
and
and no
what we do.
play?
They ensure that you
No
get
way!
the best
There's
of our
lots to do.
centralized approach and help us achieve
On
our
campus.
purpose of improving the global agribusiness and food chain. Those values
Around
are
town.
integrity, teamwork, citizenship, entrepreneurship, and openness and trust.
All around.
Bottom line is we are open
You're
to
gonna love
other
it here at
opinions
ESU.
and we trust our colleagues. Funding North
Learn more
America
and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
KFFX Emporia, today's best hits. Mix 104.9.
The injured player, DeAndre Washington, the first-team all-conference tight end. He's off to the sideline. And the Bull Weevils of Arkansas Monticello have it 1st and 10 at the Emporia State 42-yard line. 3:37 to play, second quarter, 12-6 Emporia State. Cole Sears and the Bull Weevils are going to use a timeout, as they weren't quite able to
gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to EFTV Network, Alabama Sports Network, the 2018 Corsicana Bowl. Get ready to set for kickoff. The kick is up. Is it returnable? It's returnable. It's on its way. Kill you every time. That's Orlando Sheets. Orlando Sheets is 5'11", 207 pounds. He's a senior, 3-year letterman. So he has a lot of experience on special teams. Rexon Marstar is tall in the signal. He runs on the 20-yard line. He drops back. He's looking for something deep. I'll be right back and take over. You want to take over that downstairs? The ball on the 35-yard line. Same thing. I'll do this wrestling first. Morstar drops back. He's looking for something deep. He takes off and he slides.
First down for the Hornets.
First down is clock stoppage for 36 seconds. Emporia State is still grinding it out. Morstar is looking for a long pass. Hey, welcome back, guys. It's a timeout call. Emporia State has it on the 50-yard line. The second and 21. There's 17 seconds left until halftime. The Hornets is up by 3, and they're looking to put more points on the board. Quarterback Morstar checks the bench, gets the ball, he's looking for something deep. And there's flags on the play. And he just tosses it away. I'm quite sure that Emporia State has moved something into the end zone. Morstar drops back, surveying the field. He's looking down into the end zone. He puts one up. Touchdown, Emporia State. 2018 Corsicana Bowl in Corsicana, Texas. We want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support. We're getting ready to go for 2. 20 seconds left. Let's see what points they have up their sleeve. Quarterback drops back. He's looking. The ball is up swiftly. And it's being returned. Let's have time.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU. At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
Down to the final 30 minutes of the season for Emporia State and Arkansas Monticello. 18-9 is our score here at halftime. Emporia State and Arkansas Monticello. Emporia State will have the ball to start the second half. When today gets done, Emporia State heads back to Emporia. Arkansas Monticello will head back to Monticello, Arkansas. And in case you're wondering where is that, well, it's kind of the southeastern part of the state of Arkansas. Not too far away from the eastern border, but they're in the southern part of the state, not quite straight south of Pine Bluff, but that's kind of the area that you're looking at. And this is our first postseason trip in some 25 years for them. For Emporia State, it's the fifth postseason appearance in the last 7 years. In 2012, Emporia State played in the Kansas Bowl that they won. In 2013, they went up to Duluth, Minnesota, and unfortunately, they were frozen out in that game. And then 2015, they were in the playoffs, won a first-round game at Minnesota State Mankato, won a game at Henderson State before being defeated by eventual national champion Northwest Missouri State. In 2016, they opened up with a home victory over Minnesota Duluth before losing to eventual national champion Northwest Missouri State. Last year was not a postseason trip for Emporia State, but here in 2018, they are in a bowl game for the sixth time in school history, as they have the lead, 18-9, as we are about set for the start of the second half of this Corsicana Bowl. And here's the kick. It's an end-over-end kick, and it goes into the end zone and out of the end zone. And Emporia State will get the ball 1st and 10 to start this drive at their own 25-yard line.
Would love to see nothing more here to open up this half than to for Braxton to lead this offense to give me a nice long 7 to 8 minute 15 play drive to really seal it home and maybe get Landon all over that 1,000-yard marker, and you just continue the offensive success that we've had in the first half.
Braxton working out of the shotgun. Tyler Harris in motion from left to right. Handoff goes to Landon Nolt. He gets hit and dropped for loss on the play. Is that defensive front all over that play? A loss of 2 on first down. Landon in the first half, as we mentioned, with 24 rushing yards, and that's going to be -2, so it's going to be 22 rushing yards. He needed 51 to break the 1,000-yard mark, so he has about 30 yards that he still needs. Second down and 12 for Emporia State after the loss of 2. Tyler Harris wide out to the right side, Twins to the left. Braxton again on the handoff. Landon Nolt looking to turn the corner, and he gains maybe a yard to the 24-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 11 for the Hornets. They're trying to really take control of that offensive line. Andrew Lilich, Braden Jansen, Hayden Reed, Austin Unterreiner, and Estevan Arena. That offensive line for Emporia State, making it 3rd down and 11. Braxton takes the snap, play action, has time, looking, now being chased, and he's going to get sacked for the first time this afternoon. Back at the 8-yard line, Brandon Young from his defensive end spot, junior out of Hebron, Mississippi, gets to Braxton and sacks him back at the 10. It'll bring up 4th down and, let's see, 35, 45, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 4th and 25 for Emporia State, and punting out of the end zone will be Tyler Harris with that wind out of the west-northwest.
And that's something I'm kind of surprised that we saw. You don't see Braxton Marstall take too many sacks. He's usually pretty good about getting the ball away, but took a deep sack that time.
Here comes the kick. It's blocked. It's going to be still loose on the turf and finally covered at the 18-yard line.
Didn't see exactly what happened or where the block. I mean, the block came from right up the middle, but didn't see exactly who sprung it loose or anything like that. But still, nonetheless, you don't want to give the opposing team the ball in their own 20.
Let's check in with Tegan Terhune on the John Northford sideline.
Well, Reed kind of hit the nail on the head there. Right up the middle has kind of been the modus operandi of Monticello. They've just been able to find an opening every area whenever the ball is about to be kicked, able to just drive right through, get in the way of the ball, either knock it down on the PAT or, as we just saw, on the punt. So one thing that I have talked with Coach Lindsay about is they always have something up their sleeve, they being the Hornets, when it comes to overcoming adversity. We'll see if they decide to pull something out as we go forward into the second half.
And at the end of the play, a penalty marker was dropped, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I saw one of the Bull Weavers with his helmet off on the field, and the officials saw the same thing. So that'll, instead of getting the ball at the 18-yard line, that'll move it back to the 33-yard line, but still great field position for Arkansas Monticello after they blocked the punt. And Emporia State maybe a little bit nonchalant out of the locker room to get this second half underway.
You got to keep the same intensity and make sure you're doing what you need to do to come into the second half.
On first down, running play straight ahead, and the Hornets fill the hole. A gain of 2 on the carry up the middle by Devontae Dean, the redshirt freshman out of West Memphis, Arkansas. When we talked to Coach Hud Jackson before this week and for our visit to the other side, he said one thing they're really excited about is the future. They do have some young players that really are showing that they can be some pretty decent football players, Devontae Dean being one of them. Gain of 2 on the play, making it second down and 8. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Cole Sears takes the snap, looking to throw, has some time, throws a near sideline. The pass is going to be, is it caught? Yes, they're going to say it's caught at the 20-yard line. And that'll be a first down for the Bull Weevils.
Yeah, Greg, you mentioned the youth on the Monticello side. I mean, you look at their two deep, and aside from Cole Sears, their quarterback, they're going to return 10 starters to this team next year, so they're going to be in a position to be successful again next year.
Malcolm Staten had the pass reception on that one. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Running play straight ahead. This is to Devontae Dean, and he goes nowhere. Maybe a yard before he's finally tackled, getting off the bottom of that pile and at the top of the pile for Emporia State. From his defensive end position, Trayvon Amons. Parker Bass also in on the tackle for Emporia State. Making it 2nd down. They'll give him actually a 2-yard gain, making it 2nd down and 8. 11-17 to play, 3rd quarter, 18-9. Emporia State with a lead. Arkansas Monticello in the red zone at the Emporia State 18-yard line. Cole Sears takes the snap, play action, has some time. He's going to the end zone. The pass is caught, touchdown. Making the catch, the tight end, DeAndre Washington. He had man-for-man coverage from Emporia State's Joel Aldridge. Well-thrown pass from Cole Sears, and he put it at the only place that only DeAndre Washington could make that catch.
Yeah, like you just said, like that was a great ball. Cole Sears showed great touch on that pass, and didn't throw it too soft or too hard, and was pretty much able to just lay it right into the hands of his receiver. It looked like here that Monticello was going to go for 2. They lined up in a huddle formation, but still is going to kick the extra point and go for 1.
The snap is back, and the extra point attempt is good, and that makes it an 18-16 Emporia State lead with 10:54 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU. Emporia State University. All work and no play? No way! There's lots to do. On campus. Around town. All around. You're gonna love it here at ESU. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit. At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
Onside kick attempt by the Monticello Bull Weevils, and Emporia State will come up with it, and they'll end up with tremendous field position. 1st and 10 at the Arkansas Monticello 44-yard line.
I think it's a little early to be going for an onside kick, but sometimes you can, especially, they got the stop defensively to start the half, and then we're able to convert and get a touchdown with their first offensive possession. So if you can continue to get that momentum, that's great. But, it's also a momentum killer if they end up giving up a touchdown here to us.
Braxton on 1st down, play action on the end around. They give it off to Jordan Reed. He has blocking down the field, 40, 35, and gets out of bounds near the 32-yard line. On the jet sweep to Jordan Reed, and Emporia State quickly getting back to the line of scrimmage from the 31-yard line on 1st down. Braxton takes the snap. Handoff, Landon Holt straight ahead, finds a nice little hole, bangs his way down to the 27, maybe the 26-yard line.
And it looked like there were a couple Monticello defenders that had an angle on Jordan Reed on that jet sweep. But, I mean, when you're a track star like him, you're hard to catch.
Braxton, a little swing pass out to the far flats, caught by Landon Nolt, but he gets tossed down for no gain. Well played by Jawan Day, the linebacker, as he was step for step with Landon out of the backfield. No gain on the play. In fact, a loss of 1 on the play. Back to the 32-yard line of Arkansas Monticello. Hornet football brought to you by Camso Manufacturing USA at 1601 East South Avenue. Proudly supporting Emporia State University. Athletics, academics, and alumni. Good luck to the Hornet football team. Stingers up. Braxton on 3rd down. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Play action. Has time, now being flush, still looking, throws it, far sideline, pass is going to be batted away. Intended for Justin Brown, coming up to knock it away at the last second was Kelvin Brown for Arkansas Monticello, and that brings up 4th down for the Hornets. And Braxton throwing that in really double coverage and tried to force it that time to Justin Brown.
Yeah, he had some pressure on him too. The defensive end, C.J. Everett was applying pressure, and Braxton was able to evade him a couple times. But I think felt like he just needed to get rid of that ball and maybe like you just said, forced a throw.
On 4th down, Hornets are 0-4. This is their first 4th down attempt in this ball game. Braxton to throw. Has time. Throws it. Far sideline. Pass caught for the first down. No, he's going to be shy of the first down by a yard. He goes out. Making the catch was Jordan Reed, but he goes out a yard shy of the marker. And the Hornets will turn it over on downs.
When you get that kind of field position on the opposing team's 45, you got to get some kind of points and take advantage of that. But really nothing that I would say Monticello did to stop us. More just when we had the chance to convert, just a lack of field awareness and just catching the ball and stepping out about a yard short of what he needed to get.
So Arkansas Monticello will take over at their own 22-yard line. The Hornets lead it 18-16. 9:36 to play here in the third quarter. Hornet football brought to you by Bunge North America, enhancing lives by improving the global agribusiness and food production chain. On 1st down, Cole Sears looking to throw. Has time over the middle. The pass is going to be caught for a 1st down at the 46-yard line in the middle of nobody. There wasn't very many defenders around him. Making the catch for Arkansas Monticello will be Ralph Singleton, and a big 1st down play for the Bull Weevils, and they're gaining some confidence right now.
And this is a team that you don't want to get confident. We've seen that. In their last game they beat a presumed playoff team, so they can be dangerous.
Here's a running play. Big hole up the middle for Devontae Dean. He carries it across the 50 and finally tackled at the Emporia State 47-yard line. Let's check. Well, they're going in with trying to hurry it up are the Bull Weevils, trying to give Emporia State a taste of their own medicine. On 2nd down, another running play. Again, Evans trying to run to the right side. He'll pick up a couple of yards before he's brought down to the turf. Officials holding up the play. It'll be a 1st down, though, for the Bull Weevils. Let's go down to Tegan Terhune in this John North Ford sideline update.
Thank you, Greg. Well, a little bit earlier we saw Jordan Wallace actually came out of the game, and he's been a little conspicuous by his absence, and the reason being is it looks like he may have had a lower leg injury, if not an ankle injury. I can see right now they are putting a cast on his leg. He's been limping since the end of the 2nd quarter. I'll keep you updated as best I can as we go forward.
Here's another running play on 1st down, up the middle. Big hole for Imani Riley, and a gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3 from the Emporia State 38-yard line. Imani Riley, a senior out of Monticello, Arkansas. Hometown guy for these Bull Weevils. 8 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, 18-16 Emporia State. Arkansas Monticello on a drive. And Arkansas Monticello looking to the sidelines for their play. Play clock down to 13. Cole Sears takes the snap. Running play straight ahead. Imani Riley, he'll have the 1st down then some as he breaks through a couple of would-be tacklers and carries it down to the 26-yard line. Not a good job of tackling by Emporia State that time, but Imani Riley running with a lot of steam right now.
Yeah, like I was just getting ready to say, you can tell just by the way he's running that he's very confident right now, and this entire Monticello offense is confident, and Emporia State defense needs to get a stop.
1st and 10 from the Emporia State 26-yard line for Arkansas Monticello. On the quarterback keeper, this is Sears, and he'll carry it across the 25 down to the 24-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2 yards on the play. Making it 2nd down and 8 for the Boll Weevils. They already have a 48-yard field goal, so they're kind of in field goal range already.
Yeah, they are, and they're kicking with the wind at their back, and this wind hasn't really died down a whole lot since we kicked off. So this is definitely field goal position for them.
2nd and 8 for the Boll Weevils. Sears, play action, throws the ball. It's incomplete. Tried to throw it to the inside shoulder of the receiver with a defender on him. Jaden Poole had the coverage for Emporia State. It brings up 3rd down for the Boll Weevils. Looked like the intended receiver was Sylvester Augustine.
Emporia State doing a great job of covering well in the secondary and forcing a 3rd and long here. So if we can force them to attempting a field goal here, that would be a good win.
Hornets showing press coverage. Sears to throw. Here comes the pressure up the middle. He eludes the pressure, throws the ball. It's going to be caught and not going to get the 1st down. I do not believe, after making the catch, Ralph Singleton, he steps out at the 18-yard line. He needed the 16, so it's going to bring up 4th down. He's 2 yards shy. So both teams have had receivers get out of bounds a little bit too soon.
Yeah, they're going to bring on their field goal unit here, and even though it's 4th and short, and they've shown the ability to convert 4th downs here, I think this is smart. Down 2 points, go ahead and go for the lead and kick this field goal for the potential to get 3 points.
This would be a 35-yard field goal. It's an attempt from the far hash, kicking to the south. The snap is back. The kick is on the way, and it's got the distance, and it is good. And Arkansas Monticello takes the lead at 19-18 with 5:56 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hornet football being brought to you by McKenzie Pest Control. Pest free the best it can be. Your authorized firm for the Centricon Colony Elimination System. Call them at 342-4222. Well, Arkansas Monticello forced Emporia State to turn it over on downs, and they put together a 9-play, 60-yard drive, and they get a 35-yard field goal to take the lead at 19-18. Now Emporia State's offense that has sputtered with their first 2 possessions of the second half. We'll have to see if they can't put together a drive here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Deep to receive the kicks for Emporia State, Trey Morris and Trayvon Jones. And if you get the ball and you're inside the 25, you call for the fair catch.
Yeah, go ahead and just take the ball to 25 and, don't risk fumbling or anything like that. Get the ball in the hands of the offense.
Here's the kick. It's going to be returnable, and it will be returned from the 2-yard line up to the 20, 25, gets to the outside 30, 35, 40, and then Trayvon Jones gets taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line. What do we know?
And the kicker actually was the one who ended up making the tackle and had him wrapped up and maybe brought him down a little late. So the Emporia State sideline was asking for a late hit, but didn't look like anything malicious up here.
Well, it was Josh Marinari making the tackle, and Emporia State with a 45-yard or 43-yard kickoff return, and that's covering some real estate. And speaking of real estate, when thinking of buying or selling your home, call Jeff, Deb, or Bree Williams of Eck Real Estate at 341-SOLD. That's 341-7653. 5:42 to play, 3rd quarter, 19-18. Arkansas Monticello with a lead, their second lead of the game. Emporia State has it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Braxton waiting for the snap. Claps his hands a second time. Handoff goes to Landon Nault. Bounces off one tackler, and he doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. He loses a yard. And they've had a hard time running the ball here in this third quarter. First half, they ran the ball efficiently, but so far here in this third quarter, it has not been as efficient running the football. A loss of 1 on the play, making it 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, last drive, we saw 2 runs and then a drop back, and Braxton got sacked on that one drop back. So we'd love to see, us string together some passing here.
Braxton looking over the defense, takes the snap, options to the right. He's going to keep the ball himself. He breaks a tackle. He's across the 45-40. He's across the 35 and goes down at the 32-yard line. Braxton Marstall on the quarterback keeper gives Emporia State a big gain, and the Hornets have it in Arkansas-Monticello territory.
Great keeper there on the option, and I think faked the pitch and then was able to just cut up underneath. Some great blocking.
Handoff again on first down to Landon Nault. He's off the right side of the line of scrimmage. He'll carry it down to the 31-yard line. That'll be a gain of 2 yards on the play, making it 2nd down and 8. 4:36 to go, third quarter. 19-18. Arkansas-Monticello with a lead. Emporia State with the ball. On 2nd down, they'll bring Justin Brown in motion to the right side. Braxton looking to throw. Has time. Sets up. He throws it to the end zone. He's got a receiver open. He juggles it. Does he catch it? Yes! Touchdown! Tyler Harris! What a catch in the end zone! My, oh my, a 32-yard touchdown pass from Braxton Marstall to Tyler Harris, and what a tremendous catch.
He had Tyler Harris was running wide open across the middle of the field, but Braxton having to get it to him a little later, avoiding some tacklers, but still throwing it up, and Tyler Harris tipping it to himself and making an unbelievable touchdown catch.
And that is covering some real estate. When buying or selling your home, call Jeff, Deb, or Bree Williams of Eck Real Estate at 341-SOLD. That's 341-7653. Emporia State will go for 2 here. They lead at 24-19. They'd like to make it 28-19. Braxton takes the snap, has time, sets up. He's going to run the ball, and he's going to get tackled short of the goal line. The 2-point conversion try comes up short, and we've got an injured Hornet in the end zone. Now, that might have been Tyler Harris, and he's in some pain. Somebody did something to Tyler Harris, or something happened to Tyler Harris. That is, and he's his leg that he's favoring. He's in some serious pain. Wow. He makes a great catch and then gets injured on the 2-point conversion try.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened to him. It looked like he was, he looked like he was, there just by himself in the middle of the field or in the middle of the end zone. But I didn't see what transpired before that.
Neither did I. As they attend to Tyler Harris, we'll take a quick break.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU. At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
Black and gold, through and through. Mix 104.9.
Good news for Tyler Harris. He walks off under his own power as the trainers will check on him, but it doesn't look like they're overly concerned. Doesn't look like he's overly concerned, and Emporia State now leads at 24-19 with 4:18 to play as the Emporia State Hornets put together a 4-play 55-yard drive and a Braxton Marstall to Tyler Harris 31-yard touchdown pass as the Hornets retake the lead. Here's the kick, and it's going to be down in the end zone, and Arkansas-Monticello will start the drive at their own 25-yard line. Well, that's the way you answer a score, is with a score, and that's what Emporia State did, as they've retaken the lead. And we'll see if the defense can't come out and play with a little more gusto, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I think we really need to get a defensive stop here for sure, but especially really need to stop the run. In the last couple drives, Monticello has really been able to take advantage of us on the ground. One of their touchdowns was through the air, but on that field goal drive, a lot of their success came on the ground. So need to plug up some holes and make sure we're getting things fitted up.
Emporia State now with only 102 rushing yards after a lot of negative yards, and Arkansas Monticello with 113 rushing yards. On first down, Sear to throw the ball. Far sideline, overshoots his intended receiver. I believe that was the tight end, DeAndre Washington. No, correction. That was Curtis Anderson, the intended receiver, making it second down and 10 from their own 25-yard line. The lineup with three wideouts to the right side this time. Single receiver to the far side, to the left. They're moving from left to right or from north to south against here to throw the ball. And a little miscommunication between him and the intended receiver, C.J. Parham. That pass was thrown before Parham got out of his turn, and if that was a timing route, somebody's timing was off.
Yeah, it looked like a little comeback route over there on the Monticello sideline, and they think, like you just said, I think Cole Sears was anticipating that route, but maybe just a little bit further than his receiver. Or it looked like his receiver cut his route just a little bit short, and Sears was anticipating a little bit longer trajectory on his throw.
3rd and 10 for the Bull Weevils from their own 25. Again to throw. Sears throws it to the far sideline. The pass is broken up from behind. Nice defensive effort by Kyle Rink as he knocked it away from the intended receiver, C.J. Parham.
And you're third and out here, and forcing a punt is huge. And hopefully the offensive success we had on the last drive can continue, and we can extend this lead a little bit. But great job coming out after the score and getting a 3-and-out stop.
Stopping the clock with 4:04 to play third quarter. 24-19, Emporia State with a lead. Kai Kellens will drop back to receive this punt, as setting up his own 11-yard line to punt the ball away will be Cole Sears. Gets the kick away. Nice punt. Driving Kai Kellens back. It'll bounce out of bounds. And see where the officials mark the ball out of bounds at. And they'll mark it out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That's where Emporia State will start this drive with 3:56 to play third quarter, leading 24-19. Braxton Marstall this afternoon, 14 of 18, 194 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, we knew going in that this offense had to, or the Braxton had to have a good day for this offense, and he's been incredibly efficient. And I'd say really the only blemish he's had is taking a deep sack. But if that's the worst you do, I'd say that's a pretty good day.
Braxton will work out of the shotgun. Twin receivers left and right. Landon Holt in the backfield with him. Play clock down to 14 as he changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Braxton, high snap, bobbles it back to him, looking to throw it, and he'll throw it away. And the penalty marker on the play as well. And let's see what the officials saw. It's back at about the 30-yard line, which is about 6 yards off the line of scrimmage.
And our line judge over here on the Emporia State sideline threw it, even though the play was clear over on the Monticello sideline.
Let's see what the... No penalty.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to make the argument for grounding, but Braxton, I think, was well out of the tackle box. No receiver in the area, but I think he was pretty well out of the tackle box.
2nd and 10 for Emporia State. 6 guys on the line of scrimmage for Arkansas Monticello. Swing pass out to Jordan Reed. Gets a nice block on the corner. Carries it across the 25. Gets tossed out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Another penalty marker on the play. Let's see what the officials saw on this play. It's at the line of scrimmage, and it's a holding penalty on Emporia State.
The back judge, clear back in the secondary, was the one who threw that penalty, so The line judge must have missed something, or the back judge must have seen something that the line judge didn't, because, he threw that penalty flag about 30 yards.
That'll be the 6th penalty on Emporia State this afternoon.
And in his halftime interview, Coach Higgins, mentioned playing behind the chains and shooting ourselves in the foot, and that's what we're doing here, is making things difficult on ourselves.
What's the deal? Did they decline?
Yeah, Monticello must have declined the penalty.
Declined the penalty, making it 3rd down and 6 for Emporia State from their own 31-yard line. So they took the play and declined the penalty. Twin receivers left and right for Braxton Marstall. Takes the snap. He's going to run the ball. And he won't pick up the first down, and he gets hit hard, leading with the helmet. It looked like making the tackle linebacker Curtis Williams. And Braxton is a little slow to get up. But it'll bring up 4th down, and Emporia State will have to punt the ball away.
So an interesting decision by Monticello turns out to pay off for him. Instead of taking a 2nd and long, they opt to take about a 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, and it ends up paying off.
A gain of only 2 on the play, and Emporia State will have to send on the punt team. 2:37 clock rolling here in the 3rd quarter. 24-19, Emporia State with a lead as the Hornets will punt the ball away. Here comes the punt. It'll take a Monticello bounce, but Emporia State will down it at the 28-yard line. That punt by Sam Dobbins, that's because of the injury that happened to Tyler Harris, and they decided not to send him out there. 2:17 to play, 3rd quarter, 24-17. Emporia State will lead. Arkansas Monticello will get the football, and they'll start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Last time they had the ball, it was 3 and punt. Wouldn't it be nice for the Hornets to get that again?
Yeah, getting 3 and outs are great, but you got to be able to take advantage of them offensively, and then we weren't able to do that this last time.
Cole Sears working out of the shotgun, looking to throw, has some time, and oh, wow. That looked like it could have been holding on Brent Davenport as he got tangled up with the intended receiver, Malcolm Staten, and it looked like he grabbed a hold of him.
Yeah, he had his jersey, and
but no call. Boy, the officials are not being too kind on that play unless they didn't see something that we saw, something that really didn't happen.
I would say the ball was a good 4 to 5 yards behind the receiver, but still, I probably would have called interference on Emporia State that time.
2nd and 10 for the Bull Weevils. Running play, right into the open and big hole up the middle for Arkansas Monticello as they read the blitz, and Imani Riley carries it out to the 45-yard line for a 1st down.
And Gary Woods probably with the touchdown-saving tackle on that one in open field. And had he not made that tackle, there wouldn't have been anybody else to stop him.
Clock rolling with 1:53 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Another running play to Riley. Riley finally gets tackled. Jace McDowell making the stop, but a gain of 3 on the play. It'll make it 2nd down and 8, or 2nd down and 7. Ball spotted at the Arkansas Monticello 48-yard line. Shadows covering the west side and covering pretty much the whole field except for between the 10 and the end zone, with the stands across the way on the east side also starting to get coverage from the shade. So the afternoon is moving along. On 2nd down, again, Riley, a handoff, and he goes maybe a yard forward as Emporia State stacks it up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll give him forward progress to the 50, so a gain of 2, and it'll make it 3rd and 5 for the Bull Weevils. As Arkansas Monticello looking to the sideline, down to 45 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Emporia State leading 24-19. Arkansas Monticello with the ball at midfield. Twins to the left, or twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Running back in the backfield. Sear looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to run the ball. He gets tackled for a loss. Hornets do a great job in coverage, and that's a coverage sack. And on the tackle for Emporia State from his down lineman spot, that'll be Merrick Thompson.
Yeah, Parker Bass was the one who was applying really good pressure and forced Cole Sears out of the pocket and to tuck in and run, but right into the arms of Merrick Thompson. So great job by those two on working together.
And that'll bring it in to the third quarter of play. 24-19, Emporia State with a lead. Arkansas Monticello facing fourth down.
Emporia State University. All work and no play? No way! There's lots to do. On campus. Around town. All around. You're gonna love it here at ESU. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit. At Emporia State University, you can. Investigate your interests. Discover your dreams. And pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit. We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU.
Getting into the fourth quarter, Emporia State leading 24-19. Here's the punt from Arkansas Monticello, and they're going to pin Emporia State deep in their own territory. They'll get the ball at the 10-yard line. That's where Arkansas Monticello will down the punt. We have an Arkansas Monticello player who's a little bit injured. He's going to get some assistance from his teammates to hobble off as he was covering the punt. Chase Crosby, one of the special teams players for Arkansas Monticello, as he may have maybe tweaked his knee or something, as they'll help him out. Let's go down to Tegan Trahoon in the John Northford sideline update.
Well, as we look at one injury on the field, we can also look at one that happened a little earlier, that being Tyler Harris. All I can say right now is helmets on, pads are still on, and he's been running up and down here on the sideline. It looks like we are going to see Tyler Harris back in this game, as they were talking about earlier. The only thing different, a slight addition, he does have a knee brace on. We'll see if that affects him at all, but as he was running up and down here on the sideline, he was looking like he's ready to go all day long. We'll see how it plays out here going forward.
Thank you, Tegan. Our sideline update's brought to you by John Northford Lincoln Nissan, sales, parts, and service since 1963. Now, Emporia State will start this drive at their own 10-yard line, as they are now moving from right to left or from north to south with the wind at their backs to some extent. Braxton will have twin receivers off to the left side, single receiver to the right side. Landon Alt in the backfield with him. They haven't been able to run the ball very efficiently. Braxton play action, throws a near sideline, pass cop, Jordan Reed. He'll go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, great little comeback route there, and that's something we've seen a lot, especially from the outside receivers Jordan Reed and Tyler Harris to convert first downs.
On first down, Braxton to throw. Again, it's caught by Jordan Reed, and he'll make the catch and then gets taken out of bounds. To see where they mark him out of bounds at. They mark him where he went out of bounds at the 28-yard line for a gain of 8. He had to look like forward progress almost to the 29. Braxton again to throw. He's being chased now, and he loses his balance, and he's going to get tripped up as he gets to the 20-yard line and goes out at the 21. That'll be a loss on the play. As Braxton trying to elude the defender and gets tripped up as he's going out of bounds. And Braxton having a talk with one of the officials, and
it's probably just asking him where he was going to eat after the game or something like that, knowing Braxton.
So, you know any good fishing places around here?
Yeah, big fishermen.
Well, these officials are out of the MIAA. Lost back to the 21-yard line, making it 3rd down and 9 for Emporia State. Braxton to throw. Has time, steps up, throws it. Pass is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver at the 25-yard line was Denzel Strong, and Emporia State will have to send the punt team on.
It wasn't able to make the catch, but, even still, he was probably well short of the first down had he caught the ball. And, he had a number of defenders around him, so it would have been tough to convert even had he made the catch.
Hornets will punt the ball away. Sam Dobbins to do the honors. Stands back at his own 6-yard line. Here's the snap. He kicks it away. Not a great kick. It'll take a bounce. It'll take a Hornet bounce. And the return going for no, as Coldy Savage makes the tackle on the special teams as Ralph Singleton tried to pick it on a bounce, and Emporia State right there to make the stop.
And he took the punt with a number of Hornet coverage guys around him. But that probably wasn't the worst decision because that ball was rolling and looked like it was going to continue to roll. So, instead of letting it continue to roll and Emporia State being able to down it, farther down the field, went ahead and scooped it up. And even if it was for no gain, maybe even a loss of where he picked it up, probably a good decision to as far as field position goes.
Let's see here. Do we have a penalty on the play? Oh, a holding penalty on Emporia State on the punt. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. So instead of starting this drive at the 31-yard line, they'll start it at the 41-yard line. 13:46 to play in this game. Emporia State leading 24-19. Hornet football brought to you by Cancel Manufacturing at 1601 East South Avenue, proudly supporting Emporia State University athletics, academics, and alumni. Good luck to the Hornet football team. Stingers up. Well, let's see if the Hornet defense can come up with a stop here. They need to. Cole Sears working out of the shotgun. Twin receivers left, twin receivers right. Single setback. Lines up to his right. Sears takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's going deep downfield as a receiver in stride, making the catch, and then going out of bounds after making the catch. Looks like DeAndre Washington, the tight end.
And he's been very active for them. I think their leading receiver as far as yardage goes. He just went over 82 yards on the game, 5 receptions for 82 yards. So, he's the guy that's been giving the Emporia State secondary the most trouble.
A gain down to the 20-yard line on the pass play of 39 yards. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Wool Weevils from the Emporia State 20-yard line. That is the longest pass play of the afternoon for the Wool Weevils. On 1st down, running play. Up the middle. Nice run down to the 14-yard line by Devontae Dean. Jace McDowell making the tackle, making the tackle for Emporia State. But the Hornets right now on their heels defensively as the Bull Weevils driving to try to retake the lead. Emporia State leading 24-19. Cole Sears will work out of the pistol. Looking to throw again to the far sideline. The pass is broken up. Good coverage by Brett Davenport. Had step-for-step coverage with the intended receiver, and they just threw it to the spot. And Brett Davenport was right in between the receiver and the football.
It really didn't look back at the football at all, but had his body in a position that Cole Sears essentially just threw it straight into the back of Brent Davenport, and we're going to get about a 3rd and 4 here. So I would expect this to be 4-down territory for the Bull Weevils, down 5 points. Kicking a field goal wouldn't give you the lead, so I would expect them to go for it here on 4th down, even if they don't convert this 3rd down.
Sears to throw. He's going to the other pylon, then it's overthrown. Trying to get leverage that time, Ralph Singleton. And coverage provided in the secondary. And it'll bring up 4th down. I'm not sure. Let's see, was that Kyle Rink or was that Jordan Wallace who had coverage?
Yeah, it looked like either Kyle Rink or Gary Woods.
Gary Woods had the coverage on that one.
But they are going to send on the field goal unit here. 12:29 left in the game, about fourth and 4. So they're going to kick the field goal and potentially only be down 2 points and put themselves in a position to, kick or get a little bit closer to regain the lead with the second field goal potentially later on in the game.
This will be a 31-yard field goal attempt. The snap is high, the kick is on the way. It's got the distance and it's got the accuracy. And that makes it Emporia State leading now 24-22 with 12:29 to play in the game.
At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit. Emporia State University. All work and no play? No way! There's lots to do. On campus. Around town. All around. You're gonna love it here at ESU. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
Emporia and the Flint Hills. Look for ideas in the printed Emporia Visitor's Guide or see the guide online at visitemporia.com. The Visitors Bureau is open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5. Find them in the Tressler Business Center at 719 Commercial.
Your home for Hornet Sports. Today's best hits. Mix 104.9.
Back at Tiger Stadium, 24-22, Emporia State with the lead. Here's the kick from Arkansas Monticello on the return for Emporia State. Trayvon Jones, and he'll return it out to the 35-yard line, knocked out of bounds at the 36. So Emporia State will get pretty good field position there.
Yeah, he's been really good today on the returns. The Emporia State return units haven't been great this year. Haven't really sprung off too many big returns, but he's sprung off 2 or 3 good ones today.
1st and 10 for Emporia State from their own 36-yard line. Braxton Marstall working out of the shotgun. Landon Alt in the backfield with him. He'll shift from the left side to the right side of the formation. Braxton takes the snap, options it. He'll keep the ball himself. Carries it up to the 40-yard line, stood up and then driven backwards. It'll be a gain of 4 yards for Braxton Marstall. Braxton this afternoon has thrown for 216 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's also rushed the ball for 29 yards on 8 carries. All of Emporia State's scores have been touchdown passes. 2 to Jordan Reed. Here's a pass down the far sideline, near sideline, caught by Landon Nolt. Sidesteps one defender. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15. Gets knocked out of bounds there. Big pass play to Landon Nolt out of the backfield. Carries it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And that is covering some real estate. And speaking of real estate, when thinking of buying or selling your home, call Jeff Dab or Bree Williams of Eck Real Estate at 341-SOLD. That's 341-7653. A 44-yard gain. Handoff Landon Nolt. Running play to the right side. Carries it across the 15. Goes down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. And it looks like we have an injured Arkansas Monticello player. A little slow to get up is Kelvin Brown, one of the linebackers. Arkansas Monticello will bring in a couple of fresh bodies as the training staff has to go out to assist Mr. Brown. 2nd down and 8 for Emporia State from the 12. The Hornets are in the Lyon County State Bank red zone. Don't settle for any home loan service. Lyon County State Bank is by your side every step of the way. Call Brandy Bowl today, Equal Housing Lender member FDIC. We haven't mentioned them a whole lot today because Braxton Marstall, his touchdown passes have one has been an 8-yard touchdown pass, a 32-yard touchdown pass. He's also thrown a 45-yard touchdown pass and a 31-yard touchdown pass today. Braxton to throw to the end zone. Pass caught. Can he hang on to it? Yes. Touchdown. Tyler Harris. My.
Put a great move. That was a great slant route. Braxton, threw it where only Tyler Harris could catch it, and Tyler Harris, presumably not feeling that injury he suffered earlier, and going up and make a great athletic play.
That's his second touchdown pass of the afternoon, and Braxton Marstall throws his 5th of the ball game.
And they're going to go for 2 here to go up 10 instead of 9, forcing Monticello to score a touchdown and kick a field goal should they want to tie.
Braxton working out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off, or play action, throws it to the end zone. It's too high. Intended receiver was Justin Brown. Had a defender hanging around his waist when he went up to try to pull down the pass, and it's incomplete. And he's going to talk to Nick Marshall, and Nick Marshall's going to say, I didn't see anything. It was clean. But Emporia State leads it now 30-22 with 11:03 to play in the ball game. It is an 8-point advantage for the Emporia State Hornets, so it's still 2 score, or at least a touchdown and a 2-point conversion for Arkansas Monticello. As Emporia State puts together a 4-play, 64-yard drive, the big play, a 45-yard or 44-yard pass play to Landon Nault.
In retrospect, I probably would have gone for just the 1-point PAT that time, because now Monticello can tie with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and had we just kicked the 1 and converted it, it would have been a 9-point lead, and thus making it a 2-possession game. So hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us.
11:03 to play, so still a lot of football to go in this football game, as the Hornets have retaken the lead. And once again, they score, Emporia State answers with a score. 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon for Braxton Marstall. Here comes the approach and the kick. It'll be fair catch called for at the 1-yard line, and Arkansas Monticello will get the ball at the 25.
Yeah, just we mentioned that Landon Nault only needed 51 rushing yards to eclipse the 1,000-yard mark. He's currently at 29 rushing yards on the day, and had that big reception, so he has 66 receiving yards on the day, but still needs about 22 rushing yards before this game comes to a conclusion to break the 1,000-yard rushing mark. And I think the last Emporia State running back to go over 1,000 yards would have been, was it Tyler Gray back in the early 2000s? Tyler Paul back in the early 2000s. So hopefully we can get this win and maybe get that for Landon.
On first down, a little swing pass, and it's a double pass, looking now to throw it. Here comes the chase, and the receiver being chased in the backfield, and the Hornets still chasing. And finally, they make the tackle as the screen pass went out to the right side of the field. C.J. Parham, he's looking to throw it down the field. Everybody's covered, and then Emporia State chases him. He ends up with only a 2-yard gain. So it brings up 2nd down and 8 after all that. Wow.
Yeah, it looked like Emporia State might have been able to we got to give credit where credit's due to Parham on being able to make a 2-yard gain out of what would have been probably a 10-yard or so loss.
So he got something really out of nothing. Running play, handoff, goes to Imani Riley. Riley will pick up about 3 yards, carries it up to the 30-yard line before he's tackled by a host of gray jerseys. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Arkansas Monticello, who's 3 of 16 on 3rd down, but 4 for 4 on 4th down.
I mean, and this is field position here where they probably wouldn't go for it on 4th down. So this is a huge 3rd down conversion.
Cole Sears out of the shotgun, looking to throw. Has some time. He's going to throw it down the near sideline. It's overthrown. Intended receiver down the near sideline. That'll be Sylvester Augustine. It'll bring up 4th down for the Bull Weevils. Nice coverage by Kyle Rink.
Yeah, it looked like that was the intended receiver the whole way, and Sears just kind of got the snap and just chucked it right up to Augustine and just overthrew it, and Augustine wasn't able to quite run under it.
So the Bull Weevils will punt the ball away. Cole Sears stands back at his own 16-yard line. Kai Cowan's deep to receive the punt. It's a low snap. He scoops it off, gets it away. Not a great kick, but a fair catch called for by Kai Cowens. He'll make it at the 37-yard line of Emporia State. That's where the Hornets will get the ball. With 9:25 to play in the fourth quarter, leading 30-22. Hornet football.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level.
Braxton will work out of the shotgun. He's joined by Landon Holt in the backfield. 3 wideouts to the left side, single receiver to the right side. Braxton on the option. And he's going to get pulled down by the back of his collar for a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, Emporia State has had some success with those option plays early on in the game, but the last couple times they've tried to run it, Monticello has had it sniffed out.
As Emporia State, I think, has been going backwards running the football. They're now at only 102 rushing yards. They had a lot more than that at the beginning of the third quarter at halftime. So it's been negative yardage on the running side here in the second half. Braxton out of the shotgun. Handoff to Landon Holt. He's caught from behind. Making the tackle from his linebacking spot will be Kelvin Brown, and a loss on the play of 1. It brings up 3rd down and 14 for Emporia State. Not the direction you wanted to go after you got a forced Arkansas Monticello to punt the ball away.
Yeah, they're trying to establish the run here, and I think chew up some clock. But this is too close of a game to start playing conservative.
Braxton will work out of the shotgun. Twin receivers left and right. Landon Holt in the backfield with him. Play clock down to 10. As now he finally gets everybody lined up, takes the snap, looking to throw. Landon's open in the flat. He catches at the 40, sidesteps one defender, can't get past a couple more. He gets bumped out of bounds. He'll be about 5 yards shy of the first down stick. It'll bring up 4th down for the Hornets, and they'll have to punt the ball away.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a really good punt by either Sam Dobbins, or it looks like it's going to be Sam Dobbins here to back up Monticello deep. But we've seen a punt get blocked today, so protection is going to be the most important thing.
Then the Hornets did pin Arkansas Monticello at their own half-yard line in the first half, but then Arkansas Monticello went on a 99.5-yard drive to score their first points. They'll load it off to the right side. Sam punts it away. It'll take a Hornet bounce, and it rolls, and it will go in. No, it dies at the 2-yard line, or at the 1-yard line. The Hornets will pin Arkansas Monticello at the 1. It looked like it was going to bounce into the end zone, but then all of a sudden it just died. Like a Phil Mickelson chip shot right at the cup.
Yeah, very fortunate Hornet bounce there, and we're going to have Monticello backed up on their own 1-yard line for the second time today. And like you just mentioned, last time they were able to drive it all the way down and score, but hopefully the Emporia State defense can get a stop here. And we've seen that when the Emporia State defense is able to get stops, the offense isn't really able to follow suit and make much out of it. But when the Emporia State defense gives up scores, Emporia State offense is usually able to come back and get a score themselves. So hopefully we can change that tide a little bit.
7:24 to play, 30-22. Emporia State with a lead. Lob pass down the field. It's caught in stride. Making the catch, C.J. Parham still on his feet, being chased. And he'll finally walk out of bounds at the Emporia State 23-yard line.
Yeah, I didn't see who the defensive back for Emporia State on the coverage was, but there were 3 Emporia State defenders that were given chase once he caught the ball. But I didn't see who the defender was, whose responsibility that was.
And that one is going to get them out of a huge hole, 77-yard pass play, down to the 22-yard line of Emporia State.
That's a huge momentum shift. After a great punt, getting them pinned deep, and they come right out and hit that big play.
Cole Sears looking to throw, pumps. Now here comes the pressure. He gets hit. He's sacked. Ball free. Hornets. Who's going to get it? I think Emporia State has. They do. The Hornets get the football. The only turnover so far in the ball game, and the Hornets have forced it, and they come up with the football.
Yeah, Parker Bass was in a position to maybe scoop it and get his second defensive touchdown of the year, but he was the one who was able to fall on it and get the ball back in the Emporia State offense's hands.
So Parker Bass gets the fumble recovery, and the Hornets will have the ball at their own 38-yard line. Let's check in with Tegan Trahoon on the John Northford sideline.
Play. They were.
Now Tegan, we'll see if we can't. We'll check in with Tegan here in just a little bit as Emporia State takes over again. The Hornets recover a fumble. Parker Bass recovers it at the Emporia State 38-yard line after a 77-yard pass play. Braxton on play action, looking to throw, has time over the middle, passes caught, big catch, right down the middle of the field. Making the catch, Jordan Jackson for Emporia State. He'll go down at the Arkansas Monticello 39-yard line.
It just goes to show how fickle of a game football can be with three big momentum shifts in momentum shifts in three back-to-back plays.
1st and 10 from the Arkansas Monticello 39-yard line. 6:07 to play. 30-22 Emporia State with a lead. Braxton takes the snap. Option. Keeping the ball himself. He'll carry it across the 35. He'll go down. Let's see where they mark him down at. Looks like maybe the 34-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5 for Braxton Marstall.
And Coach Higgins, against his typical offensive philosophy, is slowing this one down and trying to kill as much clock as he can before hopefully putting some points on the board.
Braxton on 2nd and 5. Leans in, now checks the sideline. Play clock down to 10. Down to 8. Takes the snap. Play action, throws it near sideline. Pass caught for a first down at the 26-yard line by Jordan Reed. Nice catch right on the boundary by Jordan Reed.
I think worthy of note here as we come down the home stretch of this game, about 5 minutes left. Both teams have all of their timeouts remaining should this one come down to the wire.
Hornet football being brought to you by McKenzie Pest Control. Pest free the best it can be. Your authorized firm for the Centricon Colony Elimination System. Call them at 342-4222. On first down from the Boll Weevil 26. Braxton play action. Looking to throw, being flushed, and down he goes. He gets sacked. Getting the quarterback sack this time for Arkansas Monticello from his down lineman spot will be C.J. Everett, sophomore out of Star City, Arkansas. Just a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, the third time Braxton's been sacked today, and I feel like he's been doing a pretty good job of, for the most part, of getting rid of the ball when he's been pressured. But that time, just there wasn't a whole lot he could do.
2nd down, 14 from the 30. Play clock down to 8. Braxton takes the snap, looks to throw, has time. Here comes the pressure up the middle, and down he goes again. Back-to-back sacks. This time the pressure came from middle linebacker Gabe Brace. He's the one that set it up, and Braxton gets sacked back at the 40-yard line. And it looks like Arkansas Monticello is going to take a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock, as Emporia State's going to be facing 3rd down and a bunch. As the ball spotted almost at the 40-yard line, the first down stick is at the 16. That'll be 24 yards to go for the first down for Emporia State. Let's see if we can't go back down to taking Terhune on the John North Fort sideline.
Well, thanks, Greg. Sorry about that earlier. Not really sure what was going on. But as I was going to say, moments before that play developed, Logan Thompson was actually down here saying that we have the size advantage on them, so we need to start using it. And clearly, size and speed are two advantages that Emporia State has, as Logan actually came around from the left side. The quarterback never even saw him coming as he came in with that tackle that forced the fumble earlier. That's the kind of speed and ferocity that we've come to expect from Emporia State. And with just 3:47 left to go in this game, you got to think they're going to crank it up a few more notches, both offensively and defensively.
Now, first, you'd like to see them get that first down and maybe take a little bit of the guesswork out, force them to use some more of their timeouts. Our sideline updates brought to you by John North Ford Lincoln Nissan, sales parts and service since 1963. Hornets facing 3rd and 24 from the 40. Twin receivers left and right, Landon Nolt in the backfield. Braxton looking to the sideline, play clock down to 15. Now in motion goes Jalen Riddell. He'll set up in the slot. Braxton takes the snap. Handoff, Landon Nolt gets some blocking down the field across the 30, and he's going to get the first down. How about this? Landon Nolt carries it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he's still going to be about 9 yards short.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was
looking at the wrong stick. But
front stick.
Still a great gain, and I mean this actually looks like Emporia State's switching out some offensive personnel, but. I mean, this is a position that it might actually be within Sam Dobbins' field goal range to put Emporia State up 2 possessions.
Clock is rolling, 3:11 to go. Emporia State facing 4th and 10. That was a 14-yard run by Landon Nolt. And that now gives him 41 yards on the afternoon. So he needs 10 more rushing yards, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Emporia State here with 2:58 to play in the contest. Emporia State leading 30-22. Yeah, I was faked saw the front end of the sticks, and I forgot, it was 24 yards that they needed, not 14. But Landon had some good blocking, and they almost did catch Arkansas Monticello napping on that one.
I think the wind has died down a little bit from where we had it in the beginning of the game. Started off 15 to 20 mile an hour. Doesn't look like it's half that now. So Sam still would have the wind at his back, but with the ball on the 26-yard line here, you're looking at about a 30 or 45-yard field goal, which is within his range, but would still be a tough field goal. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Emporia State offense decide to go for it here.
Yeah, it'd be about a 45-yard field goal inside the 45-yard range. So I don't know if that's something it looks like Emporia State will go for it. They won't attempt a field goal here. Denzel Strong, Jordan Reed to the right side, to the left side, Tyler Harris and Justin Brown. Landon Nolt in the backfield with Braxton. Linebackers showing blitz. Now they back off. Now they show linebacker blitz, and the Hornets pick it up. Braxton looking to throw. Now he's being chased. Rolls out to his right. Penalty markers on the play. He throws it down the field. It's caught by Landon Nolt, but they're going to say it's incomplete. And the question is, what's the penalty? Is it holding on Emporia State, or is it going to be a penalty on Arkansas Monticello? And they have an injured player on the field. And that injured player happens to be Hakeem Gray. And Emporia State's Tyler Harris is also in the end zone down. And Arkansas Monticello will take over on downs with 2:49 to play in the game. Emporia State leading 30-22. And Arkansas Monticello will get the ball at the Arkansas Monticello 26-yard line. So the Hornet defense will now need to see if they can arise to the occasion once again.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned earlier when Emporia State took the 30-22 lead, they opted to go for 2 instead of going for the 1-point PAT, and that hopefully won't come into play here. But just worthy of note that Monticello still can tie with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
So Arkansas Monticello takes over on downs at the Emporia State, or at the Arkansas Monticello 26-yard line. Twin receivers to the right side, single receiver to the left side. Emporia State showing a cover 2. Sear handoff goes to Imani Riley, and Riley carries it up to the 30-yard line, maybe to the 31 for a gain of 5. Clock rolling with 2:36 to go. Arkansas Monticello with 2 timeouts. Emporia State with 2 timeouts. Under center goes Cole Beers. Drops back to pass. Has some time. Sets up. He throws it to the far sideline. Throws it away. Or is it intercepted? Nope, it's not. Brent Davenport caught it, but he was out of bounds.
Yeah, they had it looked like they were trying to run some sort of little trick play there with they had a tight end who was kind of squatted, bent over behind the offensive line. Looked like he was going to maybe trying to hide himself so he could slip behind the Emporia State secondary, but that got sniffed out, and Sears just had to throw it away.
We have the Emporia State coaches to our right, and we can hear them. Maybe you can hear them yelling as well. 3rd down and 5. Sears to throw. Has some time. Throws it. Passes tipped to the line of scrimmage. It's an incomplete pass. Some pressure coming from the right side of the defense for Emporia State, and they tip the pass at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 4th down, stopping the clock. 2:14 to play in the game. Emporia State leading 30-22.
I would it looks like Monticello. I would fully expect them to go for it here, even still with 2 timeouts left. They need to convert this. It's going to be about 4th and 5.
They'll line up with a single receiver to the near side. That's C.J. Parham. 3 wideouts to the right side. Running back in the backfield, Imani Riley. Cole Sears takes the snap, drops back to pass, has time. Here comes the pressure, throws the ball down the middle of the field. It's blown away. Great defense, making the play. Lawson Holbert. He was right in front of the receiver. The ball was right behind him, and he swatted it down.
Yeah, just stuck his hand out and made a great coverage play. And instead of going for the interception and putting himself in an unfavorable position, just chose to bat it straight down to the turf. It's a great heads-up play by him.
That'll stop the clock with 2:08 to play. Emporia State leading 30-22. Hornet football brought to you by Clint Boyer Autoplex, Emporia's destination for new Toyota, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Dodge pre-owned vehicles and service. Find them online at clintboyerauto.com. Well, Emporia State, we'll see if they can't just run out the clock here. Leading 30-22 at 2:08 to play. Braxton out of the shotgun. Landon Alt in the backfield with him. Twin receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Running play, Landon Alt off the right side has a big hole. He's across the 20. He carries it down inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line.
And I think worthy of note, Landon Alt was at 41 yards on that one, and that was about a 12 or 13-yard run, so he is officially over 1,000 rushing yards on the season.
As that gives him 55 on the afternoon. And we're going to get a penalty at the end of this as one of the Bull Weevils gave an Emporia State offensive lineman a shove. And let's see whom they flag on this one. And Arkansas Monticello says it's on Emporia State. I only saw the Arkansas Monticello player give an Emporia State offensive lineman a shove, and it is on Emporia State. Wow. So that'll be a 15-yard penalty against Emporia State, and Arkansas Monticello will use a timeout here. Why? I don't know. That'll leave them with 1 timeout.
And so does that mean that the play is negated, or
it was a dead ball? It was a dead ball foul. It was a dead ball foul. So that'll move it back to the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st down again. Let's go down to the John Northfort sideline and take in Terhune.
Well, Tyler Harris managed to come back a little bit ago after injuring his knee in what looked like it was going to be pretty much game over. But at this point, with just about 2:02 left to go, it looks like Tyler's going to be done as they pull out the crutches, and he'll be finishing the rest of his season here on the sideline.
Sorry to hear that for Tyler, but he's had a heck of a day.
Yeah, he's made some great catches, and has 2 touchdown receptions on the day, and he's been a big reason that Emporia State is currently in the lead.
Jordan Reed with 2 touchdown pass receptions, Tyler Harris with 2, Justin Brown with 1, Braxton Marstall 5 touchdown passes, 315 yards. 1st and 10 for Emporia State from the 32-yard line. Handoff to Landon Nault. He'll gain maybe a yard, and the final timeout will be used by Arkansas Monticello, stopping the clock with 1:57 to play.
So, Emporia State's 2nd and 8 here, and Monticello can no longer stop the clock, like Greg just said. So a first down here on this drive would essentially seal the game for Emporia State.
As they take a timeout, so will we. Let's pause 1 minute. You're listening to Hornet Football on Mix 104.9.
We take academics to the next level, so you can take you to the next level. Biology, nursing, pre-med, pre-law, pre-teaching. That's not a thing. Teaching, business, computer science, social media, art, theater, music, sport leadership, coaching, psychology, sociology. Whatever your interest today or tomorrow, we got it. Take yourself to the next level. ESU.
Emporia, today's best hits. Mix 104.9.
30-22, Emporia State with a lead. They have the ball facing 2nd down and 8 from the Arkansas Monticello 30-yard line. 1:57 to play in the game. And the officials now waiting to talk things over once again as they... Now, after the timeout taken by Arkansas Monticello, they cannot stop the clock the rest of the way. Braxton out of the shotgun, takes the snap, running play goes to Landon Nault, tries the left side of the line of scrimmage. He's still driving forward. And he'll be stopped at the 28-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down for the Hornets. They'll need 6 yards for the first down.
And the Emporia State sideline asking for a penalty after the plays. One of the Monticello linebackers just jumped on top of the pile, and they're asking for some kind of after-the-ball flag.
Down to 1:25 to play. And if Emporia State picks up a first down, that would pretty much end the ball game. As they look to the sideline, and Coach Garrett Higgins talking to the officials. Play clock down to 3, and Emporia State's going to use a timeout here so they can avoid a delay of game. And as the Hornets take a timeout, so will we. Let's pause 1 minute. You're listening to Hornet Football on Mix 104.9.
At Emporia State University, you can investigate your interests, discover your dreams, and pursue your passions. The sky is the limit. When you start here, you'll be ready to go anywhere. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit. Emporia State University. All work and no play? No way! There's lots to do. On campus. Around town. All around. You're going to love it here at ESU. Learn more and schedule your campus visit at emporia.edu/visit.
Out of style.
Back at Tiger Stadium on 3rd down. Braxton Marstall to throw over the middle. Pass incomplete, intended for make that Denzel Strong. It'll bring up 4th down. Stops the clock with 1:03 to play. So Emporia State will have one more play with which to work.
Yeah, and I think you go ahead and go for it here. Ball in the 27, so it would be about a 44-yard field goal. Pretty long for Sam Dobbins, so I think going for it here is the right decision, and they're gonna go for it.
Braxton lines up in the shotgun. Twin receivers left, single receiver to the right side. Landon Nault in the backfield. Landon Nault takes the handoff, running. No, it's Braxton keeping the ball, and he gets upended. He will not get the first down as he's taken down at the 30-yard line, stopping the clock with 1 minute to play. So the Boll Weevils still have hope. They have 60 seconds with which to work. They are out of timeouts. Emporia State has one. But the Hornet defense right now needs to really dig in.
They do, and Coach Nardo is going to put in his posse package, which is just 3 of his fastest defensive linemen in there to try to get some kind of pass rush, and the rest are linebackers and defensive backs to play the pass the whole way here with the last minute.
Empty backfield for Cole Sears. Takes the snap, looks to throw, has some time, throws the ball down the field. The pass is going to be caught and drops. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, couldn't make out the number. It looked like it was number. I'll go ahead and give C.J. Parham the intended receiver. Lawson Holbert on the coverage. 2nd down and 10, 55 seconds to play. 4 wideouts to the left, single receiver to the right. As Cole Sears takes the snap, looks to throw, has some time down the far sideline. The pass is going to be caught, and then after making the catch, going out of bounds at the Emporia State 46-yard line. Stopping the clock with 51 seconds. A great catch. I believe that once again this time it was DeAndre Washington. He's been the man of choice. Catch for 24 yards. Washington now with 4 catches for 64 yards. Clock stop with 51 seconds to go. Receivers, twins to the left, twins to the right. Sears takes the snap. Quick pass, caught. Dropped at the 40-yard line after making the catch. This will be Malcolm Staten. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Monticello under center. Staten, he'll ground it. Stopping the clock with 36 seconds to go. So 36 seconds to play. Ball at the Emporia State 40-yard line. Emporia State getting an extra defensive back in. And Emporia State's going to use their final timeout right here, making sure they've got the right defensive personnel on the field.
Yeah, third down and about 4 here. We can hear Coach Nardo in the booth next to us, calling down to the sideline, saying that he wants a timeout to, like Greg just said, get his guys in, and also make sure to get the right calls and put his guys in the right positions to prevent this touchdown here.
30-22, Emporia State with a lead. 36 seconds to play. Braxton Marstall this afternoon, 22 of 30, 315 yards, 5 touchdowns. Cole Sears for Arkansas Monticello, 20 of 46 for 300 yards and 1 touchdown. He's been sacked twice. Braxton was sacked 4 times. Arkansas Monticello with 132 yards rushing. Emporia State with 121 yards rushing. Landon Nault with 59 yards rushing, so he has surpassed the 1,000-yard mark for the season. But here it's 3rd and 4 for Arkansas Monticello from the Emporia State 40-yard line. Back to pass Sears. Has time, throws it to the far sideline. The pass is going to be caught at the 30-yard line. Hornets make the tackle. They keep him in bounds. They'll stop the clock and move the chains. 28 seconds to play.
Yeah, and taking a route out of the Emporia State playbook with that 10-yard comeback route on the sideline.
Pass was caught, I believe, by C.J. Parham, as he has had a big day. 6 catches, 159 yards, including a big 77-yarder. Clock should be rolling right now because they did not get out of bounds. Why are they not starting the clock? Back to pass Sears. Has some time, throws it to the far sideline. Pass is caught at the 20-yard line. He'll get out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. But the clock didn't. Malcolm Staten making the catch. But after the first down was picked up that last time, Emporia State or Arkansas Monticello did not get out of bounds. I don't know why they didn't start the clock.
Yeah, maybe the officials gave him credit for getting out of bounds or something like that.
24 seconds to play in the game.
Oh. So here we go, 24 seconds. I'm glad I know what the outcome is because I'm nervous right now, but still playing man underneath. They're running just some like what we would call a fade out.
Yeah, they've gone with
kind of a timing pass. We run that quite a bit.
Comeback route on the sideline, and they've converted 2 of them, but that's
had a drop.
State secondary was in the right position, and is going to force a 3rd and 1 here.
DeAndre at Washington, the intended receiver. That was Brent
It's a pretty good job by Monticello getting the ball down there, with no timeouts.
3rd and 1.
Again, it's always that dilemma, how much, cushion do you give them? And I like what we're doing right here defensively, honestly.
He throws it away, stopping the clock with 12 seconds.
So now it's 4th down. We have 12 seconds left to go in the game.
Jace McDowell giving pursuit there, and looked like Cole Sears might have tried to take Jace McDowell.
So you're looking at right now maybe 2 plays left that they have to run. As far as max, maybe 3 if they down a ball or something. But if we get a stop here, it's over. But I'm just saying if they get the first down, the clock will stop to move the chains, but they have no timeouts left. If the guy just runs the flat, I think he was trying to throw it like he was out in the flat, and the guy was turning up. That's what he was doing. And they just miscommunicate right there. So we end up taking over the ball. We win the game. Like I said, it wasn't maybe our best game, but we got the job done. And it was a great senior class, like I said.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. What are you talking? You talk about that a little bit about finding a way to win. I mean, that's what these guys kind of did.
That's what they did. They did it. They've done it their entire career. You go back to, like I said, we were 2-3 to start the season, and I know we lost some games early that we did not expect to lose, but we did. And our backs are against the wall, so you can sit around and sulk about it and feel sorry for yourself, or you can show the resiliency and the character that this group of seniors had and found a way to get it done. And that's kind of been our mantra anyway, Don. Like in games, we've had a lot of comeback wins here. And those guys were a part of a lot of those. If I remember right, there was one year, I think it was 16 maybe, we had 7 fourth quarter comebacks or something. You had a stat for me. I don't know if I'm exactly right there, but I know we were down in the fourth quarter 7 or 8 times and come out with the victory. So if and being a part of those tight games, this group too is a part of some big games. And I think that makes you better and prepares you for situations where maybe you're struggling, and then you find a way to win. And one guy, somebody's got to make a play, and we had multiple guys. Tyler Harris with his great catch. Defensively, and there's a lot of guys that are playing now for us on that defense. So we were young defensively then, so there were times we struggled. Defensively, but we bent a lot, but we didn't break. But it was a great way to end that year and a special group of seniors. Those guys. I was telling a story one time of I always made sure they took all their stickers off their helmet whenever we were changing helmets or changing stickers, and I told them, I got on them about, do not put the stickers on your lockers. Okay, so a couple of seniors, Braxton and Landon, thought it'd be funny for everybody that took their stickers off to put them on my car. All right, so Coach, we're not putting them on the lockers, we're going to put them on your car. So I remember coming out of practice or coming out of the locker room, and I got all these Power E stickers all over my car. So, and I know who the culprits are. I knew. But anyway, a good group and way to end a year that didn't start off so good, and for us to finish the year off right.